Oh my God, you're already here. Hilarious. Uh, yeah, we're all curious to know something. Yeah, curiosity killed the cat, right? Um, okay. Oh, I'm here. I'm here. I was laughing. I was trying to take the right pictures. I was wandering around the house, showing my wrinkles and bags. I just got back from, what was I doing today, you ask? Hi, you guys. No one cares, but here's what I was doing. Okay, my hair is all wacky. I literally was doing acupuncture, and then I was doing chiropractor after because I screw my back up sometimes. No, that doesn't look good. I screw my back up sometimes climbing rocks and then trying to like reach my leg down. So I wanted to check that my hips were aligned, and this one was up more. So I had to, all right, you're 56. Woo! Yay! All right, Seattle, Alhambra, Alhambra down the street. I'm like, wait, Alabama? No, maybe that was Alabama, not Alhambra. Either way, Alhambra, Alabama, whatever, all good, right? Colorado, yeah. Well, sometimes I can't do this every night because I got a life. I got a life I got to live. Oh God. Yeah. So wait, Greenbrier, Arkansas, Memphis, Tennessee, Elvis hometown. Just watching yeah, I know. Yes, Cuban sister from Florida. There you go. Oh my God. Hola. South Carolina, Clarkdale, Arizona. As I'm choking. Yes, Chiron is actually going retrograde tomorrow, I think, or Saturday. I think Chiron's going at retrograde on Saturday, I believe. Um, Libra Betty. Hi, Libra Betty. You should meet Libra Lori. This is this lemon juice. Lemon juice. It's only like 10 calories. It's lemon juice, ground cayenne pepper, and stevia, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, that's what it is. I know. The retrograde planets are interesting coming into it. Yes, I have it right here. Retrograde planets. We're going stationary direct today through Sunday. So, because Mercury goes direct on Sunday at 5 degrees of Cancer, where it is squaring what, you ask? That's right. Yeah, I don't know what to say about other psychics. I don't give a shit what they say. It's up to them, whatever they say. I'm always like, people go, other psychics, like I care. Who cares? Let them say whatever they want. All I can tell you is if that very famous people were executed, very, very famous people, remember, Jim is in it. Okay, hi, Sloan. I didn't even get that. If famous people were being executed, use your common sense. They would put it on the news. Where would they be? What? Nobody is going to be asking where these people are. They're going to be asking where they are. If Obama disappeared off the face of the earth, the people who photograph him every day would wonder where the hell he went, right? So that's not true when they say they're executed, right? So I don't even know who the girl is on Glee, and I don't even care. That's her problem. Whatever. I don't care. People die every day. Listen to me. I'm such a bitch. I'm like, I don't care. She was on the show, so who the hell knows what she did? But we don't even know if she's dead. I find it weird she would fall off a boat. Who falls off a boat, right? Who falls off a boat with your kid? You already fucking know you can swim or not. No, they say she drowned. I'm sure they killed her and took the kid. I mean, what else? What else is going on here? Now it's drowning. No, it's not vodka, it's lemon and water. Now everybody's drowning. That's a code word for fuck you. Yeah, of course Natalie Wood was murdered by her gay-ass husband and his gay-ass lover. I wish people would fucking say it. Her husband was gay back in the day, period. End of conversation. Or bisexual. Are we calling it bisexual? Okay, bisexual. That's what we're calling it. Kelowna in the house, on the house. I know Kelowna very well. Shit, how long have you been on? Not very long. Honest to God, not very. Yeah, bisexual. Whatever. Robert, what's his name? I'm like, what's his name? Yeah, it's my lime green and Vanessa's bra. There's the bra shot. There's the money shot, y'all. The bra, the boobs in the bra. Yeah, thank you, Robert Wagner. I just showed my boobs again. But this is Vanessa's bra. See? Can you see? There. Now it's the porn channel, the porn with freckled channel. How about I'm terrible. I'm sorry. I shouldn't do that. I know, right? Whatever. Sag Heather here. Hi, Sag Heather. Hello from me. I can't help it. I'm like, you know what? It's 110. Let me take my clothes off. It's 110. Well, I don't know. First of all, here's what I'm going to say. If you got it, I'm showing you Vanessa's bra for real. These are the bras she sells. And I'm showing you. And I'm showing you my boobs. Because you know what? I don't fucking care about that. Okay. So why did they do Wisconsin? Why did they do inversion? Yeah, I haven't even looked into John Denver. But gender inversion. Now, just think about this for a second. So you're born a guy and you're not going to get your period, right? Which is a good thing. Unless you want to have babies, then it's a bad thing. But in theory, you're not going to get your period. So they invert you and you take a bunch of hormones so you feel like a woman. I can't think of anything worse, right? Right, it's a bra top. Exactly. I can't think of anything worse than being a guy free from PMS and having your idiot parents go, you know what? I think I'm going to make you into a girl because we have to do that. It's part of our culture. It's part of their, no, these ones aren't adjustable. The other ones are. I wear the non-adjustable ones because I tend to like them better. I don't want to deal with straps and the whatever. Wait, do Charlie Daniels. Yeah, you know what? Hi, Sloan, my meme. Oh, your grandma? Aw, I'm sorry. That's too bad. Maybe they should stop eating. Yeah, I know, the GMO, right? Exactly. Part of what culture? Okay, you guys, we got to do this. Adjustable. Everything drives me crazy. That's why I had to go get, look, what happens when you have big boobs? See this here, this bra strap dent? I've literally got a freaking dent. Desitin, Florida. I think that's what you said. Look at, these are broad, don't get big boobs. It's just a pain in the ass. I'm sorry about your mother. Wait, March 30th. Okay, so, okay, tell me about it. Yeah, that's right. Gender. Okay, so we're talking, I feel your pain. Okay, so I know Dolly Parton, right? I have huge dents. I just noticed them and I'm like, that's so ugly. Now I got to get some thick straps. I mean, I want mine smaller too. No, you don't want a D cup. It's a pain in the ass. And the society's freaking tricked everybody into that. No, it's hard running. I have to strap them in and it makes me claustrophobia. I don't even know who this Naya Rivera was and I don't even care. I don't care because really I know what I don't care at this point. Yeah, no, I'm serious. I have to strap myself down with 2 or 3 bras. I'd love to be flat. I'd love to be, well, not flat, my normal body instead of that. But no. Okay, she was on Glee. Yeah, I never watched Glee. I never really, yeah, I know she was 33. I noticed that. I noticed that age. But you know what? I know her 4-year-old son found asleep and alone, but well in the boat. Poor little guy. No, you know what? Yes, poor little guy. She's stupid for putting herself in the position. I said the same thing about Bieber today. Bieber, whatever. Justin. Even if you're a kid, and you know who's going to get her kid? Some pervert, right? That's what's going to happen. Okay, where is, yeah, who knows? Okay, when she dated David Spade. Say no more. First of all, the fact, yeah, I got to edit my videos and I can't be bothered. All my stuff is I don't care. I know you guys push, but I'm going to be gone all weekend too. Oh, sorry. I can't do everything and I just can't do it. Okay, so Justin Bieber, he's bitching about his firstborn baby being the elite got his firstborn baby, talking about him and Selena Gomez. I don't know. I didn't even read it. I didn't read if it was an out-of-body baby or it was an abortion baby or what. But what I can tell you is, even when these kids are 10 and 11 and Drake comes in, because it was Drake, right? Her son is with his dad. Okay, good. As long as, well, who knows who the dad is? Did the dad okay this killing? Did the dad know what the mom was doing? Did the dad, because usually, like, when I fuck my husband, pardon my language, I know what he's up to. So there's no surprises in a relationship with somebody. So, like, when these women go, I didn't know, I had no idea. You fucking knew, you're a loser, and you didn't do anything about it. So does the husband know what the girl was up to? Of course. And when these women let these men molest their children, they fucking know. It's not a shock. It's not a shock. When your husband's not in bed beside you at night and he's in your fucking daughter's room, you know. I don't want to hear it. Cry to someone else. Not listening to it anymore. Never listening to it again. The mothers, they want the men, they want the money. But is this husband with her kid, what did he do? I don't know much about the girl and I never watched her, but Glee seems to be very, very satanic to me just by nature. I told you when I went out and went running, we decided to go down Angeles Forest, and I came across Mark Salas from Glee. Didn't know who he was, hanging from a tree in the corners out there, before the coroner got there. And it's just kind of like we're led. So, and then who was the other kid, that Corey kid on there, the drug overdose. So there's too many of them. And by the way, when you start seeing Disney stars and actors dropping dead at 20, you know what that is. It's a payoff. Corey Haim too. That girl always said, well, she had those weird, no, she had the fucked up lips. Yeah, Corey, that guy. I talked to his girlfriend. I forget her name. Leah Michelle, whatever. Yeah, it was very sad. However, they're all on that show, so I don't trust. That woman, she had those, stop doing that shit to your lips. Like, stop doing, she had the lips like this. What the hell is that? I don't know why you guys do that. I'm good. Do something. Yeah, Leah Michelle. She was nice. Why did I talk to her? Because she was asking about her boyfriend. Yeah, I saw the hanging. We accidentally, me and John, ended up there. I don't run in that area. It's right down the street from where I live, where he died. He lived in the same area I live in, and duck lips. What is that? Because when you pump up too much, you know how you can tell? Right here. It goes like this, but all the time. Are you friends with celebrities? Everybody in Los Angeles is friends with celebrities. Just to answer your question, they're everywhere. Because everybody lives here. So you know people, you run into them. Yes, big fake looks, duck lips, exactly. I know people ask me, but I line them down here and then I can wipe them off. So, there's no harm, no foul. But you can actually tell right here, and you can see, the natural drag of the skin on anybody. It drags down unless it's pushed up. But you can see it goes up here. And then some of those people got that stuff here, the Botox. Well, Lisa Rinna fixed her lips. I think they put, what do you call it? Not the cartilage, like they put something in her lips, not filler, something else. Like butt implants, but guppy lips. Yeah, they put, I know. I don't understand why everybody's doing that. Everybody walks around like this. And it's pretty funny. So yeah, I don't know what to say. Yeah, no, not collagen. No, it wasn't collagen. It was something they actually had to remove out of her lips, like an implant, like a boob implant, but it was a lip implant. Back in the 80s, I think, and I think she did it. It wasn't Restylane. It might have been silicone. No, of course I'd accept. If anybody speaks to me, I accept her. Do I care? No, not really. But, okay, so yeah, Carol's almost home in case anybody cares. I don't know if it's sad anymore. Silicone, Jana, I think silicone. I think that's right. Yeah, I don't know if it's sad if these people die, if they're playing fuckery games on Earth. Like, if they're doing things, see, the sun was right. Look. Sun line. Let's see. Can the dying hear before death? Oh, you know when you're going to die. You know they come to you. You can see when you're going to go out. I've had people tell me they were going to die like a week before they died. They've said it. Yeah, hopefully she's safe. I mean, I doubt she'd leave her son in a boat if he's 4. I just can't think she would do that. So, yeah. Who is they? Clients. People in my family too. People have said it and they die and they know they're going to die. Sometimes they have the death mask on them where you can see it. Yeah, I think it was silicone. I don't know if it's sad. Lisa's, oh yeah. Yeah, she did. She went to Dr. Fisher to get her lips fixed. So, but keep in mind, when you put something so big in your lips, how do you ever get that down, really? I mean, still, you're going to look weird because you damaged your face. Yeah, there's a death mask. There's a color to the skin tone. Sometimes you can read it above them. There's just there's a belief, you know, an auric color that comes through. But what I was going to say, yeah, the Glee chick, I didn't see the death mask on her, no. But I'm saying with some people, you can see it. Like you walk up to them and I get the impression they're going to die. So I see that. I mean, I feel the energy. Look, I have a little sun mustache. There it is. Sun mustache. I'm sure she's dead and they silenced her. I'm positive. I'm quite positive. I mean, if she's not, who leaves their 4-year-old son in a boat? And presumably she probably had a life jacket and the kid's asleep. So the kid's asleep in the boat because they probably gave him Benadryl and put him out on the boat while they took her off the land and she didn't drown. That's what I would say. Yeah, the masks. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm going to, wait, let's talk about, before I go on a third party scatterhead brain thing here. All right, so yeah, you can see different colors. I would say, yeah, more of a gray color. And actually, when people have cancer, I see it as gray. I do see a lot of cancer in people. Not every person, I don't mean it like that. But when I see people that end up having cancer, they have like a grayness to their look. She made a video on IG drowning in a bath. Oh, satanic. Yeah, there you go. Satanic, what do you call that? Baptism. If she's drowning in the bath, she's doing the satanic baptism. But if you're going to play fuckery games like that, you're going to get exactly what you deserve. And I have no empathy anymore. I mean, I'm sorry. Just because you want fame, money, and power, who the fuck doesn't? People with children want to feed their kids. So I've got no sympathy on you. I don't care. You're going to pick your side. It's a spiritual war. It's a spiritual war. Get your swords. It's a spiritual. Oh, Whitney and Bobby. Definitely Whitney. Yeah, 100%. It is sigil magic. It's all kinds of things. It's ridiculous. But the reason that they do the inversion, just think about that though. You're not, like, I can't get over my hair after I got a bunch of oil in it. But just say you're like born a nice guy and like no PMS, no nothing. And then your parents are like, let's make him a girl. Let's give her a bunch of hormones and make her have PMS, even though he's a guy. I'd fucking kill them for that. I'd be like, dude, I don't want to feel that shit. But you know, the more you look at it, there you go. Great. You can tell the more it is armor of God. Exactly. So when people die like that randomly, I'm just like, you know what? You fucking do it to yourself. And when I hear Bieber whining on there about, yeah, I believe it's evil. When I hear Bieber whining there about how they took his firstborn son, they're not going to take your firstborn son unless you attach yourself to the belief system. So what is the belief system? And let's ask, and like, for example, Kobe Bryant's wife, Vanessa, I don't care what her excuse is. I don't care what her excuse is. She knows what her husband's into. And don't tell me he's such a good basketball player. I know all that, okay? He was even cute. He was a good basketball player. It was a good thing. He did blah, 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 and he made a lot of money, blah, blah, blah. But we also know what he was into and what he was crossing out for. So his entire family lives off that dirty money, and they know exactly what they're doing. So if you're going to live with a drug dealer and he's going to shoot and kill people just because you're not doing it doesn't make you innocent, because you know, and you're spending the money. So you know. Exactly. So explains Kobe's death. Yeah, I explained Kobe's death. I saw exactly what he did with his daughter and what he crossed over dimensionally, hoping to start a new colony. I know exactly what he did. I saw it. And actually, the energy was so thick. Of course, she knew it all too well. The energy was so thick that morning because I went running, and it was a pin drop. It was a pin drop, but here's how you know it's a lie with the helicopter. It didn't crash. It was magnetically pulled to the ground. I did that video, but here's the problem, okay? Yes, Bieber was a kid, but you know God and you know Satan. So when they say to you, do you want to sell your soul? I don't care that you're a kid. You know God and you know what they're asking for. I don't care. You know, I knew who God was when I was little. You don't have to tell me there's no God. We know there's the devil and there's God. You know that at least in just basic concepts. So when you align with something that's negative, you're aligning with something that's negative. So you're responsible. Even if you get tricked, you're responsible. You are responsible. Sorry. If you're a 5-year-old, you probably don't know what the hell you're doing. But Bieber was 10, 11, or 12, and Drake had been sodomizing him. So He knew that he was bending over and Drake was shoving it up his butt. Oh God, I am on a roll tonight. But he knew that. So he knew that. He knew that he was bending over to get famous with Drake. Okay? So, or Usher. Was it Drake? Am I saying Drake? It's Usher. Thank you. Oh my God. I'm like Drake, Usher. I think I posted Drake on Facebook. Excuse me. Let me change that. As I'm making up shit now. Usher. Sorry. Drake, Usher. Drake's the same way. Exactly. But that's, Bieber knew that. Bieber knew what he was doing to get where he was going. Okay? Bieber knew. Period. So if I am 12 and I spread my legs for a guy to get a movie part, I'm aware of what I've done. I'm aware. I know. Now, I'm not saying I wouldn't do it. I'm just saying I would know. It was Usher. Sorry. I just said Drake. I have to change it on Facebook. Thank you, Bill, for telling me that, because now he's making up crazy ass stories all over the thing. Yeah, I did post Drake. I know. It's Usher. God. Mercury retrograde. I'm like, yeah. Let me just change that to Usher. Although maybe it's this Freudian slip and it's Drake. Usher. There we go. Shit. There we go. Thank you, guys. So, I mean, if you're going to do, like, I would tell my kids, don't do that. I wouldn't say, like the woman that went with, what the hell is that guy's name? Polanski. Her mother dropped her off with Polanski and probably told her, go do what you got to do to get the movie part, right? No, Drake isn't good either. He's with the younger ones. The same thing, Drake, all of them. I think the same of all of them. Yes, you have to know. You have to know. Your kid, do you not, does it, if you have children, you know. If I take my, okay, maybe I'm jaded, but if I'm taking my kid, dropping him with adults in the movie industry, I'm pretty sure they're going to get raped. Sorry, it's true. Everybody knows about Tom Hanks. Everybody know, leave Drake's name. Oh, should I leave it? Damn it, I just took it out. We'll put Drake and we'll just put Drake. I don't know it to be Drake. I was thinking Usher though, is what I was thinking. It's like a winding road and car sick. Yes. I mean, if you can't look at who you just asked me about and see in his face, I don't know what to say. I'm going to change this post now. I'm going to put Drake. But Drake, yeah, I said Drake. For some reason, I was hell-bent on Drake. So probably Drake got in on it too. Now, what I did hear about Bieber, hang these demons. Yeah, exactly. What's really weird, and here's how I'm going to word it to you. I'm just going to talk about one celebrity I knew. I'm not going to mention her by name. When I met her a few times, to be truthful, I'm not saying who it is. She is a she. Not even going to say what part of celebrity she's in. She's a cute girl. She's a cute girl. Okay, so anyway, she told me that she was being followed by demons, but she thought it's because she was psychic and that they followed her, right? This is what she thought. So I've watched her and her fame climb. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. I think it's Michael, not Michelle, but thank you, Michael. I hope it's Michael. Let me see, because I'm so weird. I got to look. It is Michael. Michael Pitts. Hopefully it's not any relation to Crazy Angelina Jolie Pitt. You know when they hyphenate their name? There's a problem in the marriage. I'm going to keep my name and this and that, unless you have a really shitty name. Anyway, usually the parents want the fame. Nobody's putting a 4-year-old into goddamn Hollywood industry and not wanting it for themselves as well. They just don't have the ability, the talent. So they're basically pushing their kids out there, like, whoring their kids out. That's fine. If you want to do it, do it. But understand, here's what happens. So first you're pushed out there. You participate in some of the rituals. Even when you're a kid, you participate. You're in the presence of, okay? Dave Chappelle. I say La Chappelle, but it's Dave Chappelle. He was one way and then totally flipped in another way because he knew what was going to happen. So you are around it, right? You are around it. Now, here's the thing. Let's say you go into an altered state of meditation and you conjure up an entity. Let's say it's quite innocently. You go to a bookstore in Los Angeles, New York City, Chicago, New Orleans. I don't care where you go. You go somewhere. You go to this bookstore and you want a lover, right? The Kardashians are as wicked as hell. So you want a lover. So you ask the girl behind the counter, I want My soulmate, my love. You've heard these questions, right? I'm so sick of that. Do I have a soulmate? Yes, yes, you do. Do you want to meet them? I don't know. It means unfinished business, okay? It means unfinished business. So let's say you go looking for somebody in a store, right? And you ask the girl, I want to have this soulmate, this passionate love affair. So she says, here's a candle. And she's using, hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria, whatever, and you're not familiar. And she says, light this candle, say these words, and the love goddess will come to you. Okay. The love goddess is an entity, meaning non-human form. Doesn't necessarily mean negative or evil. It just means angels are entities. They are non-human forms, right? So an angel is an entity. You know what I'm saying? Actually, saints are entities. Anything you see that is not in your human form in front of you is, quote, an entity. Are they all evil? Not necessarily. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that. So she conjures up this love goddess into her energy field. Now, what if the love goddess isn't good? She's just called the love goddess, but there's a trickster demon that comes in. So the trickster demon is there, and you keep praying to the candle, and it comes and attaches itself, and then attaches itself more, and you are in a business that requires you to be around more chanting and more elevation of your energy outside. Because understand, when you're a performer, okay, when you're a public figure, let's take that idiot Bill Clinton, okay? Yeah, I called the former president an idiot, and I'm standing by it. So let's take that idiot Bill Clinton. Although I will again say I was amused with him when he used to snort the cocaine and get McDonald's while he ran through the drive-thru. I love that. In those shorts of his, jogging. I thought that's something I would do. I did think that. Have to say it, jogging for French fries. But when you're looking, let's say Bill Clinton. So Bill Clinton is in public, and he's got to reach you. He's got to reach you through the TV set. He's got to reach you in Russia, England, Afghanistan, wherever the fuck people are listening to him. So he's got to reach you, right? So how do I reach you if I'm Bill Clinton? I practice energy-wise. I practice harnessing my energy. They never tell you this because the human body, this is our human body, like my body, my skin and bones, right? So the human body is there, but the soul body is so big and sits outside of our physical body. Most of us try to contain the soul inside the physical because that's usually what we do. We go about our business, we go to our little jobs, our schools, our kids, our whatever. Public figures have to use your energy to propel their energy. So they have to gain a lot. Celine Dion, if that isn't obvious, I don't know what is. But they use our energy. So they have to be able to attach to our energy in order to pull it back to them. So it's like a suction or a boomerang. So when you look at somebody like Bill Clinton, you see his energy extend out. Now, if your energy extends out like that, who walks through the secondhand smoke? Consider it like that. Consider your body with secondhand smoke. And you can see it through the light, right? You know, remember in the bars, those lovely days in the bars where we could smoke and fuck in the bathrooms without worrying about hygiene or smoking in public? Remember the fun days, right? Okay, anyway, those bars, all right, those bars like that, you could see through the light, you could see the smoke. So imagine a smoky bar full of sunlight where you could see the smoke wafting in. Now imagine if it's 6 feet down the bar, down the hall, imagine the people that walk through the smoke. If you could see the light shining on them, you might see a postman, you might see a painter, you might see a model, you might see a couple, you might see a kid trying to sell something, a chocolate bar, a school thing, whatever. So you're going to see these things because you can see it through the light. You can see these people. Well, those people are attaching to that secondhand smoke. Now extend that out and look at the secondhand smoke as your auric field when you are highly, highly energized, open. So what does Bill Clinton have attaching to his energy when he opens it up like that? He's got the postman, the painter, the couple, the kid, the this, the that, all coming along with him in his energy field and walking. Exactly. That's what I'm saying happens. And eventually, what is the human being, the soul? Yes, Clinton is a Leo. That's why I said I could see him. I could see myself going through the drive-through of McDonald's while running, eating French fries, probably smoking a cigarette too when I was younger. Honest to God, that used to crack me up. I was like, that is funny because that that was my funny thing. I'm like, that dude's funny. That was pretty funny. There he was smiling like a doofus. He's like, I'm gonna go get my fries, have a fucking heart attack, smoke my cigarette, but I'm jogging wearing these funny 70s shorts or early 80s kind of shorts. You know, the Adidas shorts, the little girl, whatever. Anyway, but that's what happens to the energy. So imagine, again, Bill Clinton, public speaker, world leader. So he has to have a big presence because he's got to talk to the public, and he's got to get the public to listen to him. Okay, so any spokesperson for any organization has to have a big, huge personality. So now look at him and understand that every time he chants, elevates his energy, does mind-altering drugs, because I'm pretty sure he was doing that shit, does anything like that. He had that gin nose, you know, the Coke nose. I don't know. I just looked at his nose and I was just like, I wanted to box it in like this. Anyway, when you look at the energy like that, now just imagine the smoky bar, the room that extends 6 feet out, the smoke, the light shining through, everybody standing in the secondhand smoke, right? And then the person smoking here, the aura goes out, the energy goes out. Look at it as energy. Now, suddenly the smoker is pushed out because the painter and the postman decided they want to stand on this end of the bar. So they come up and push him out. So his soul moves out even more, and the train of people that follow him begin to control him. Now, what if you have an entity attached to you that is very, very repressed and religious? Okay, so they're like a good little girl and they're praying all the time, and then you've got like a pimp attached to you. So you see how your mind can go from very good, you Jekyll and Hyde like this, exactly like that. That's how it happens. So it comes into the body's energy field. The soul is huge. Clive Davis is exactly what Clive Davis is what he is, is what he is. But that's kind of how to describe it. Now, this one particular client of mine, and again, I'm not naming her, so you can throw 1,000 names. I'm not naming the person or what they do. She described the demons. She described the anxiety. What I could describe from what I observed, okay, and this is just my personal opinion, what I observed with her. I observed a person who was a person, a soul, a human being that came into the body. I noticed a person who started to lose touch with her reality, okay, because she slipped in and out of different personalities, in and out and in and out. So one minute we had a little adult girl, and the next minute we had a 5-year-old, okay? So there were many different forms of this personality, but that could just be a bipolar person, right? Like, I mean, you know, hi, I'm bipolar. Hi, I'm a vegan runner exerciser. Then you find them in a bar shooting up, smoking cigarettes, you know, being a prostitute. Bipolar, right? Okay, so I watched her lose her grip on who she was. That was the most difficult thing. And as she was losing her grip on who she was, meaning her soul energy, she began to have more anxiety and more panic. And let me explain the anxiety and the panic with that. When somebody gets severe anxiety out of nowhere, right? Out of nowhere. Okay, so here I am, and you guys have felt this. So I'm here. Let's say I'm in the mall, and I'm walking down in the mall, right? And I'm having a good time. Yay, yay, happy, going shopping, shoes, pretty shoes, bras and underwear, whatever I'm shopping for. So I'm standing at a store window and I'm looking, let's say it's Forever 21. I'm looking in the window and I'm like, oh my God, super cute, super cheap, all good. I'm turned this way. Somebody crosses behind me and my hair stands up on my back and I start to get anxiety, okay? Because they have crossed into my smoke area. Think of the smoke again, okay? It goes around the body, if you could see it. They have crossed into my personal space, and I don't just mean like a foot apart or 6 feet apart. Shut up with the 6 feet apart, okay? Anyway, they've crossed into my space. Now their energy and their cigarette smoke meshes into my cigarette smoke, okay? So 2 people smoking at a bar with the energy going like this, okay? So then I've got that cigarette smoke and my cigarette smoke, and I'm using cigarette smoke as energy field for the body's energy. So then a third person comes over here and stands beside me to look in the window and turns their head, directs their energy at me. I get more anxiety from that, okay? So this is what's going on. They start to build anxiety because who is with them? Oh, Kate Beckinsale. Yeah, I got stories with her. I did not like the look of that woman when I saw her. Not at all. She's strikingly good looking, but she's as shut down. She's beautiful in person. That's a gorgeous chick. Stunning. She walked right by me. She's super tall. I mean, compared to me, and I was in heels. So she was in heels and she's super tall. But the look on her face, she was eating dinner right in the next table. And that's the night that there was Brigitte Nielsen. She just had that baby at 55, whatever. And then there was Kate Beckinsale. And when you watch her walk, oh my God, she's exquisite looking. But when you look at her and you pay attention, oh my God. I know, well, you're going to run into people if you go to the restaurants. You see everybody. I've been here 34 years. So I've run into everybody, and I've worked with a lot of people. I've worked with Cameron Diaz, Megan Mullally, the guy on Everybody Loves Raymond, the tall guy. These are on talk shows. Sylvia Brown, Montel Williams, I've been in the studio with Superman, Christopher Reeves, Kevin Costner, all of them. You're going to see them. That's what you're going to see. No, Kate Beckinsale did not look depressed or sad. She looked like, you know what? It's the same look that Nicole Kidman gives off. Strikingly gorgeous creatures. I mean, just like, wow. If you're a woman, you're like, I want to look like that. There's a coldness, okay? There's a coldness to them. And it's a coldness in the way that they move. There's a coldness. But yeah, everybody runs into somebody here. I mean, like, why wouldn't you? There's people at your gym. Nick Cannon used to go to the gym with my kids. I mean, he just did. Same gym, same area. Depends when they're filming. It's just the way it is. The studios are right down the street. So you're going to run into people. You're going to see them at Starbucks. You can see them everywhere. Not that I go to Starbucks anymore because they wanted me to wear the face covering controlled. I could not. So now I don't go to Starbucks. I'm okay. I'm okay. Yeah, I mean, he was fine in the gym. He was normal in the gym, but that's in the gym. You run into a lot of people. The one that used to crack me up, and you guys probably way before your time, and I'm sure he's one of them because he always played a vampire, and he always looked super, super like, no, they're probably not gay. They're probably into the sodomy ritual. I've never met Dolly Parton. I've met tons of people, though. I'm trying to think. A lot of people, I'm thinking of the Saturday Night Live. Shannon O'Terry, I mean, a lot of them. Kiefer Sutherland, I mean, just, you're going to see them. Charlie Sheen, you're going to see the people because you're going to, as a psychic, you're going to work for them. You're going to work for their crew, their staff, their people. And as a person who lives in Los Angeles, you really are going to see somebody. I mean, not all the time, but you're going to see them somewhere. You may go to the same doctor. You may go to the same, I never met Chris Farley, no. I mean, you may go a ton of places, but that just happened. Sherry O'Terry, yeah, Sherry O'Terry, that's the one from Saturday Night Live. Yeah. But anyway, I was saying, what the fuck was I saying? Oh, I was saying, but when you're looking, I didn't meet Lionel Richie. No, I didn't. No, okay, not Beyonce, but my neighbor met Beyonce. Actually, I'm not even going to say who. Somebody I mention on here all the time met Beyonce and her husband, and it wasn't a nice experience, and I'm not mentioning who it was, and that's what I'm saying. No, I didn't meet Cher, damn it. I didn't meet her. Yes, with Dave. Yes, with a lot of those people from that industry, because yes. Dave lives next door to a friend of mine. Yes, actually, he does. Literally. And she gave him one of her husband's guitars. So that's it. Of course, Dr. Drew. Yeah, you know I know. I know Dr. Drew. No, but Snoop Dogg's been in town. I mean, I've seen Snoop Dogg. I haven't talked to him. I didn't meet Cher. I'm just saying I didn't meet Cher. No. Yes, Tom Hanks is one of them. Yeah, exactly. So getting back to the anxiety, okay? Adam Sandler, yes, and what's his name? Deuce Bigelow, male gigolo. What's his name? Fucking hilarious. What's his name? You know who I mean? Deuce Bigelow, male gigolo. I can't think of his name. Oh my God, him. Oh, yes, vampire. Rob Schneider, yes. He drive a little Porsche down the 134 all the time. Used to see him pretty much every morning when I was going, I think it's, the 134, well, from Burbank to Glendale, so whatever. He could have been going wherever down there filming. Yeah, yes, exactly. Yes, Dr. Drew, I do his wife's shows. Yes, I'll show you Dr. Drew. Yes, Dr. Drew. I like Dr. Drew and I like Sue. They've been on here. You know this. You were talking to them, you guys. All y'all were talking to them. Okay, so a long time ago with my friend Valerie, and I've so forgotten. I didn't have kids at this point. Anyway, Valerie, okay, was married to, at the time, or prior to it, a famous musician who ended up dying in a car accident. Anyhow, that Valerie, who was a trainer friend of mine, we used to always go down to an old store in Los Angeles called, no, Rob Schneider wasn't, I'm talking about the person. We used to go down to a store called the Bodhi Tree in Los Angeles. You all know it on Melrose. I'm sure it's not there anymore, but you know that, right? Oh my God. Recall Newsom t-shirts. I got to get one. Yeah, Sue is Dr. Drew. Susan Pinsky, yeah. Drew Pinsky. They have triplets, cute dogs, and a nice house. Anyway, we used to go to the Bodhi Tree down on Melrose. It's a metaphysical bookstore, and you know, you had your guru section, like your yogis. You had your hippie upscale, like psychics. You had your witches. You had your numerologists. You had your astrologers. You had all of that stuff. So every time I went in there, when I was with my friend Valerie, I ran into, and now I just blanked on his name. Oh my God, what the hell? I can see his face. He's Barbara Hutton's son. What's his name? What the hell is his name? George Hamilton. Y'all remember George Hamilton? He's a Leo, or he's a Cancer Leo rising, or a Leo Cancer rising. Anyway, we always talk astrology. Always. Remember the tanned one? He played the vampire all the time. He's friends with Elizabeth Taylor, and he used to go get his, listen to this one, used to go get his blood changed in Germany, and we thought that was normal. Get your blood changed, drink blood cult. No, not Timothy Hutton, Barbara Hutton, the heiress, Barbara Hutton. Let me look up. Yeah, George Hamilton, he's got to be close to 80 now, maybe not, maybe 70, but he was fascinated by, you know, the psychic stuff. And we used to talk to him. He's a Cancer rising, I'm pretty sure. Let's see how old he is. He's born, oh yeah, he's older now. He was working down at Warner Brothers, and I dropped a package off to him. This is before I had kids. I think I was living in Venice. No, Timothy Hutton is not related to him. Born August 12th, 1939. Let's see who his mother is. I think it's Barbara Hutton. His spouse was Rod Stewart's ex. I went to do a show with them. I was pregnant with Keith, and I auditioned for him and his wife. Let's see. Who is his mother? He's born in Memphis, Tennessee. Okay, but I don't, maybe it's not Barbara Hutton. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. Okay, it doesn't say that, but I was pretty sure he came from somewhere. Okay, yeah, all right. Then he married, he has the kid, Ashley Hamilton. Yeah, there you go. The 1990s co-host of the Day Talk. They divorced after their daytime talk show. I was interviewed to do on the talk show, but I think, I remember that. I remember The Office. I remember Johnny dropping me off. I was as fat as a house. Fat as a house with Keithy. It was with Keithy. So that was sometime in 95, and the show probably ended right after that. Anyway, but I used to see George all the time at the Bodhi Tree. I mean, obnoxiously all the time, like too much. Like, are you stalking me? But he wasn't. He just happened to be there, but it was only when I was with my friend Valerie. So maybe he was stalking her. That's what I could say. She was such a cute little blonde girl. Yeah, he was pretty nice. Okay, yeah, maybe I'm making a mistake with Barbara Hutton. Exactly. Alana Stewart's and Farrah Fawcett. Yeah, that's right. Barbara Hutton was married to Gary Grant. Okay, I'm getting them mixed up then. No, I didn't. I know Stephen Gibb, who, of course, his father is Barry Gibb, because he's a musician kind of in the heavy metal genre. And that's it. You know, that's what he is. I showed you his pictures. Some of you thought he was John. I'm like, no, don't say that. But he's Barry Gibb's son. He does a whole different kind of music. And that's a good kind of music. But the Bee Gees are good too. So I've got to look for these pictures. Here. There you go. There's Stephen Gibb right there. That's at, where were we at? We were at Zach's concert. We were at, I think it's Zach Sabbath. I think we were seeing Zach Sabbath that night. Nope, Black Label Society. There you go. That's what we were seeing that night. I'm like, wait, was it Zach Sabbath? It's Black Label Society. So anyway, he was backstage, so it was nice. He's very nice, but his father is Barry Gibb, and they're two different kinds of music. So there you go. Thoughts on JFK Jr. being alive? I think George Hamilton is still alive. I found it really funny, though, when I thought about it. Think about it for a second. Paula Abdul, yes. Yeah, she's actually kind of sweet. Your husband loves Elvira. That's okay. She's super cute. Elvira's super cute. Tom Selleck. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about Tom Selleck right now. But I would say with JFK Jr., I really don't feel like he's alive, but what do I know? I haven't tapped into it to check it out. So Paula Abdul was pretty nice. Yeah, I mean, no, I didn't meet Brad Pitt. Many of my friends did. Not me. Bummer. Problem. Yeah, Robin Gibb. Yeah, Andy Gibb was the brother. I guess he's the brother to Barry Gibb. Yes, no, not Nicolas Cage. But getting back to the Robert Downey Jr., yes. Okay, getting back to, and not that woman, Tom Hanks. I have no idea. If Tom Hanks were actually dead, just think about it for a second. If Tom Hanks were truly dead, okay, truly, no, I didn't meet Patsy Cline. That's before my time. Beautiful voice. But if Tom Hanks were truly dead, hello, folks. But if he were dead, we would know about it. You would have to know about it. I mean, they got to have a funeral. They got to do something, unless government is fucking with us, which wouldn't be uncommon of them to do. But when you're looking at it, Tom Hanks is like a public figure. So his family is going to be like, where is he? Right? Right. He could be under arrest, but we would know if somebody killed him. Paul Walker, I know a lot of people connected to Paul Walker, but I didn't meet Paul Walker. Anyway, what I was saying to you, animal crackers in my soup. I don't know what that means, but bravo. Okay, when I was talking about the celebrity that I was talking about that got taken over, what I noticed is like the smoke in the bar, what I was telling you, is that their energy wafts out this way, and it's like 3 or 4 people smoking. Blowing smoke, think of it as energy all on them. So the energy is what gets confused. So eventually they step in and the soul steps out. Now here's the problem. And you got to just trust me on this, because I've seen it in my head and I've seen them tell me, but you really have to trust me or not, or think I'm a crazy bitch. Either way, when you make a deal, I don't care if you believe that you can sell your soul, not the point. The devil does not, when I use the word the devil, I mean the beast system. I do not mean a running around with a tail and a pitchfork. I'm sure there is like a head devil guy, but there's a beast system, okay? The beast system is every drug dealer in the bar we're talking about that takes the cocaine out and goes around the neighborhood handing it out. That's part of the beast system. Anybody selling drugs has gone to the dark side. Now you may think, why can't people do drugs? Drugs are cool. No, because it opens up your energy. So what's the beast system want to do? Wants to trick you into opening up your house, your soul house. The house, your body houses your soul. So it wants to trick you into opening it up. Anybody selling drugs, and I'm sure we've all given drugs to people at one point or another, Right, drugs were brought in by the government, but that's part of the beast system. Locking people up in jail for crack rocks when they're black for 20 years, yet, Joe Blow down on Wall Street can snort a line, a bump at his lunch hour and get off in like a month with a slap on the wrist is disgusting. It's the beast system. Every time you look at a kid and what they're, put them in school and indoctrinate them, the beast system. Anytime you teach your children 9 to 5 is a good thing, the beast system. These are all proponents of the beast system all the way down, whether you want to think so or not. It doesn't matter. It is it. So it's not like one devil guy ruling the whole world, okay? Like, I'm the devil, I rule it. But here's the thing. They trick you. Because I've heard people say, well, I don't really believe there's a devil. So if I sell my soul and I get a movie job and I get money and I have a Porsche, I got money in a Porsche. Well, you're an idiot, because when you sign it, that energy, you've agreed to it, whether you believe it or not. Let's say I take a line of cocaine because I don't think it's going to work, right? Like, I'm like, I'm not going to get high. I never get high. It's not going to happen to me. Will I do it? We don't know. Will I get high? Will I get fucked up? Will I become an addict? We don't know, because we don't know what happens at that exact moment energetically. I didn't like Kevin Costner. What happens that exact moment energetically when you do that? So we have to understand the beast system, which is the combination of the Jeffrey Epsteins, the Bill Clintons, the Trumps. I'm sorry, I'm going to say it. Anybody in power. Hi, Lori. I missed you, Lori. How are the fires? Lori's going to have fire update in our neighborhood. They like to light the hills on fire where we live. They go from corner to corner and then try to tell us that it's wind when there's no wind because it's 110. Yeah, that's what they do, okay? They do shit like that. I'm sure cloning exists. Barbara Streisand cloned her dogs. What can I tell you? If you can clone a dog, and a cow, I don't know why you can't clone a person. I don't know how it works, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, she cloned her dogs. This is what this asshole does. No, I don't think Obama's the Antichrist, honestly. I think he's a fucking asshole, but I don't think he's the Antichrist. No. I don't think we've actually seen that. I don't think we've seen that. The other thing, yeah, you can clone pets. They can clone, absolutely. They cloned Dolly the sheep. Wasn't she a sheep? Why is it always a sheep? Bah. Get it? Bah. Sheep people. Okay, so when you're looking at the beast system, look at it in its entirety. I'm stuttering now. La, la, la. Look at it in the terms of McDonald's. Look at it in drunk driving. Look at it in terms of people with heart problems and people that beat their wives and people that do this and that and the other. Do you think Jeffrey Dahmer, okay, remember Jeffrey Dahmer? Do you think Jeffrey Dahmer was evil, or was something in Jeffrey Dahmer? Do you see what I'm saying? And because Jeffrey Dahmer, when he was being put to jail, said, I'm so sorry, I don't know what happened. Now, he was connected to the military, which I find a commonality with everybody that I meet, kind of connected to the military, the Navy, the Army, etc. The person I was talking about, family was connected to the Navy in a high up way. Okay, the actress I was talking about, or not actress, the entertainer, I'm not saying. And so was Jeffrey Dahmer's family. So they are attached to military or government operations on some level. And then there's, mind control that goes on with that. Charles Manson as well. And then just imagine the smoke in the bar and all of the people walking through the smoke. You can see them because the light comes through the window, but the human being can't see who's on the soul's energy because the light is not shining that way. The soul is looking in a different way because it's turned its back to God. So when you turn your back and you don't see. Now, problem is, and this is what I've actually seen for myself, call me crazy. Yeah, I'm not going to go down that road with Suzanne Summers. Anyway, call me crazy, okay? Mind control. Yeah, I don't think Jeffrey Dahmer, yes, he was a weirdo, but he grew up around the military. So was that him, or was he being mind controlled? If you have ever seen somebody being mind controlled, okay? If you've actually seen it or seen somebody with shape shifting in and out between a human being and a demon, and it does happen, I can't help it if you don't believe me. I've seen it. I've seen it my entire life. I see when people switch. You see it. I don't care what anybody says. You know it. Why do you think in movies they show the eyes a certain way? And you see. Will Ferrell, fuck Will Ferrell, okay? Fuck him. Anyway, Naomi Campbell's Captain Obvious. I mean, she's about as evil as they come. You can't stop it. People think they're going to stop. We're not stopping anything. The way to stop it, and just to test yourselves, is if nobody went out to vote. Nobody. Don't vote. Do not vote. Just say no to voting and somebody would still win. If they blocked off everything, somebody would still win, okay? Think about it. I can tell you, I worked with Alan Thicke. Alan Thicke. I worked with Alan Thicke on a game show for Sony. Jason must have been in 3rd grade, and I remember my haircut at that time. And I was in lockdown at Sony, okay? My description at the time of Alan Thicke, because he was the host of the game show, and I was on it with my friend Courtney and her husband at the time. Her husband now still, Al, and we were on it, and it was like, who knows their best friend the best? And there was, like, I was the best friend to the couple, and then there was the next best friend and their people. Anyway, they wouldn't let me talk to Courtney. We won because I knew my best friend. Anyway, we won, but wait, no sound. Oh no. Wait, what do you mean no sound? Is there sound, you guys? Is the sound there? Wait, can you guys hear the sound? Okay. Okay, good. So when we did the game show and Alan Thicke was hosting it, I looked at his eyes and I thought he was severely medicated, okay? I thought he was medicated. I described him as a stone cold alcoholic. If you've ever been around a fucked up alcoholic and they're fucked up, if you've ever been around one and they're so like stone cold, their face has no expression, that's how he was. Now, how that translated through the camera, I don't know, because I was like looking at him in person and he was like, and this is how I described him at the time. And keep in mind, Jason will be 28, so he was in 3rd grade. He must have been 8. This is 20 years ago. I described Alan Thicke as being caught in a stone encasement and speaking through the stone without expression. So he was caught in something, and that's exactly what I saw when I talked to him. I did not like him at all, and I didn't know him. I'm just that one experience with him. I didn't like him. There's a lot of people I didn't like. Now, the one person I'm rethinking, and I told you this, was Ray Combs. When I met Ray Combs, his birthday, he'd be 10 years younger than Johnny, April 3rd, same day. So 1956. I remember reading his chart. We were doing a show called The Love Psychic down in the studios in Hollywood. It was a series that had been picked up with Linda Georgian from, what was she in? Was it Psychic Friends Network? No, I can't even remember. Psychic Friends Network with Dionne Warwick. Anyway, I met Dionne Warwick. Yes, I met Linda Georgian. So Linda hired me to do The Love Psychic with her. Ray Combs was the host. He lived right down the street from us in Glendale. We lived in Burbank. He lived in Glendale. And he went into my friend's coffee shop. So my friend owned a coffee shop in Glendale, and it was right on the main road. I can't even think of it. By Brand Park, as you're driving up to Brand Park, boom. Meyer Coffee Company. Anyway, Ray went in there every day. So we saw him. I liked him. He had forgotten that he knew me from way, way back in my past. And I will tell you this. He had many kids, 6 or something. And in my past, he liked it. And I was trying to remember this girl's name the last time I told the story. But he came into the clubs and he liked a girl that was a transgender named Jordan. That was his trip. He had a wife. He lived in a nice brick Tudor house in Glendale. Okay, like nice, up on the hill. And really, it's just Alameda that's the cross off from Glendale to Burbank. We were to the left. He was to the right. Big house, kids, all of that. When I talked to him, okay, when I met him, when we were doing the show, we would be waiting as the other contestants were doing whatever they were doing, and we'd be talking, okay, we'd be talking. So we'd be looking at the charts, because we're always doing that. We'd be looking at the charts, and I was reading him, and he'd had a car accident, and I remember thinking, this isn't good. I knew something with a car accident, he was having an affair with a friend of mine at the time, which, whatever, none of my business. I just liked him. We talked like whatever. He was a nice guy, but obviously I'm now rethinking what happened to him. He had huge fame, huge everything, and he was found in his house in Glendale. He banged his head. I did meet Rick James. I was 19. I met Rick James at a party in New York. I went from Fort Erie to New York. Super freak. I'll just leave it at that. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. But when I was talking to Ray, he was perfectly nice and seemed normal, and then something happened because he kept trying to bang his head against, I think he was in the jacuzzi. So I think he cracked his head open, and his wife called, okay? The wife called the paramedics. Now listen to this for a second. So we're talking about Glendale Adventist Hospital, which we've all been to. If you live in that area, you've been in that hospital, okay? My mother-in-law died there. So, everybody's been in that hospital. Not a huge hospital, not a transient hospital, none of that. But he was in there on the suicide floor. That's right, the suicide floor. And they left him to go get coffee, and he killed himself. That's what happened. So I don't know, my mother-in-law, no, she died in that hospital, but he ended up killing himself in there, and he was on suicide watch. So when you think about that, the reason he was going crazy is he probably was stepping out of a deal. Ray Combs, he was probably a Family Feud comedian, stand-up comedian. He was probably on some level either having a psychotic break due to whatever he was doing. I do know. But he was a man, okay? He was a man, and he was in the strip clubs, but he did like the transgender women. That was back then. That was before, I don't know if he had kids then, but I do know like in the mid-'80s, that's what he was into. He might have decided to back out, and they might have been torturing him, okay? I don't know. But cocaine, cocaine. I don't think it was cocaine, though. It could be, actually. I don't know. They just said he was mentally ill. Baby Jack was causing havoc with Tulip this morning. Baby Jack was running wild. Baby Jack was eating the cat's food and causing chaos all over the place. I know. Baby Jack is good. I love Baby Jack. Well, Kanye West is very interesting. First of all, Kanye talks like a narcissist. Secondly, he sacrificed his mother. Remember, she had the plastic surgery and she died? Yeah, okay. Remember this. If you're around and not aware of what you're around, and they're too famous and they're acting up, you may just die, as is the case of P. Diddy's baby mama, right? And look at what J-Lo, look at back in the day. Back in the day, J-Lo got her career. Sorry if you don't like what I'm saying and you're a huge J-Lo fan. J-Lo got her career. How? Why? Because he got shot in the mouth. Okay, I don't know who got shot in the mouth. J-Lo got her career because she said P. Diddy didn't shoot anybody in that club. P. Diddy fucking shot somebody in that club and murdered him. So as a payback for her silence, because she was his date, they gave her a career. So that's why you don't get into the industry if you think you're in the industry. You know, if you think you're going to get into the industry. 50 Cent shot in the mouth. Kanye, you can tell when he breaks out. You can tell when he breaks out of his normal. Kanye was in a car wreck recently. I know he sacrificed his mother. You've got all the money in the world. Your mother's as cute as a button and young, okay? She's a young mother. Like, she ain't 70. And you got somebody like Joan Rivers that can have 55 surgeries, but Kanye's mother dies. Why does she die? Oh, he's bipolar, all right. He's partially bipolar, but that's what they say. He's mind controlled and he goes off, and then they punish him. They bleach his hair. To me, that's not a punishment. Okay. What does this say here? Okay. 61-year-old man in fledgling romance with 22-year-old man. He seems to be pulling away. I feel odd dating someone so young, but I love him. Will it work out? Okay. First of all, Mr. Michael there, probably too big of an age difference, but here's what I'm going to say. You're in a fledgling relationship as Mercury is going stationary direct and Venus just went retrograde. So the way that I would word this to you is, do not worry about it. Take your energy back and focus it somewhere else, okay? Focus it somewhere else so that the attachment, he can feel your energy and it's like overwhelming to him. So pull it back, okay? I would say though, you started the relationship at the wrong time, and why that would be is because Venus was retrograde and Mercury stationary, getting ready to station and go direct in a square to freaking Mars in Aries. We've got Mercury in Cancer, which is all gooey and lovey and I want to kiss you. And then we've got Mars in fuck you, fight me, Aries. Aries likes a chase. So if it's two men together, two men, remember, both men like the chase. So make him chase. Step back. Do it that way. That's what I would say. Okay, so I would say that. Anyway, Kanye West, okay, when he gets, oh my God. Hold on a second. I'm doing my show. I will call you back when I'm done. Okay? Goodbye. Sorry, phone call interruption. So yeah, exactly. Well, the age difference is interesting. I mean, some people like older people. I know I always did. And it's a gay man thing. That's totally different. However, when you start a relationship in a Mercury retrograde and a Venus retrograde, if you started the relationship in the last month at any point, it was Venus retrograde. So what you're doing is working out past romantic problems in a Venus retrograde. A person will come to you with the same issues you've had in the past, where people pull away is probably the issue. And you're working that out. So it's being presented to you again so you can get rid of the problem and clear it from your personal life. That's what I would say. So I would say that. Yeah, Kardashian, I mean, look at all the sacrifices that went on there. I'm gay and I can tell you the age gap. Okay, I don't even know what you said. I can't speak to age gap because whatever. I can't speak to it. That's their personal thing. If everybody's adults, I have no problem. I can tell you there's a difference, like when somebody gets to be 70 or 80 and, you know, there is going to be a problem, right? Somebody texted me that they hate people, but I love them. So I hate people. I have to say I agree to that at this point. Yeah, 40s is a big age gap. It's very much a big age gap. That's not my business, though. He asked a psychic question. That's one thing when you work as a psychic, okay, a medium and an intuitive. It's not my place to ever judge what the person's asking me. I am the receiver of information or the conduit for the information. I'm not there to put my personal opinion unless he asks me personally, Sloan, what do you think? Then I would say, you know, when you get to be 80, it's probably going to be a fucking problem. Maybe not. I don't know. Some people love people. They just love people of different ages, you know. So step back. Just take your energy back. I think that's the lesson in it, because sometimes people disconnect from us in order to force our energy forward. So we have to learn to not respond, and I think this might be Michael's issue, respond out of an emotional place. So when we are dealing with people in a romantic sense, we tend to respond emotionally because we've had, you know, past breakups, past fuck-ups, past whatever. And if it triggers us in any way whatsoever, which relationships do when we've been intimate with people and had sex with them, always a problem. So you have to look at it in a detached way. Once you do that, you can see what's being done without putting yourself in it. Very hard concept. I can barely do it, okay? Because I'm liable to fly off the handle at any second. I go from 0 to like ghetto in 2 seconds, really. So that's what I would say. I mean, that's what I would say. And it's not our place as psychics to ever say anything. I mean, as I told you, I read somebody once who was talking about their love, and their love was a 12-year-old boy next door, which was completely illegal, immoral, and abusive. As I was reading this person, I gave them the information. Okay, I gave them the information. When they left, because they were in my physical presence, okay, and this is a true story, and in my house at the time. So when they left and went out in the car, I went upstairs and took a picture of the license plate and reported it, okay, and said, I think that this person is abusing their neighbor. Look the address up. this is what I said, but I gave him the information from a detached perspective of what I got. Also, at that moment, that's what a reader does. You have to be able to detach. That's how you read people in jail, people who are drug addicts, people who are completely fucking insane. Some people come to you, but I did report them after, and I didn't have to report them because I'm not, quote, I'm a psychic, but I did. I snapped the license picture. This was probably like 6 years ago. It freaked me out though, because when he was describing his boyfriend, I'm like, you mean your son? Like, I was like, because I could pick the energy up, was really young, and I was like, oh my God, this doesn't sound right. But I just explained what I got, what he asked, did that, and then reported it. That was the only thing I could do. And I don't know what happened after that. I have no idea because, you know, who knows if the police say anything. Yeah, I didn't know. No, really, he was booked through another person. Like, he came through a mutual client of mine. So that's why I took him. I had a lot of people in my house, a lot of very different people I never met, people I met online, people for readings. I wasn't really scared. I would know if they were going to hurt me. He was about the one that I didn't want to hear that from. So, you know, I was in the middle of the reading when I figured that out, and I was like, shit, not good. But I've had many people. I've had Russian mafia people sit at my kitchen table. I mean, I've literally had people come with a wad of cash, throw it down. I'm like, fuck, I don't want to know, and ask me questions that I don't want to know. So, I mean, I'm just to give answers. I don't have an opinion, but I do have an opinion, if you get what I'm saying. But a psychic doesn't have an opinion unless the person asks the opinion. Now, you can ask me, is the energy going good this way? Does it feel good that way? I would say it doesn't feel good to me, okay, if you ask me that. But it's not really my job to judge you. That's not really my job. You know, suicide's interesting. I'm going to talk about suicide and turn this freaking thing off. It's on, it's off. I really have to get a better cooling system in here because that's like right on my arms. Anyway, oh, and we're doing a month challenge for me to get my muscles back in my arms. So we're going to do that in a month and see if I get any cuts whatsoever. So I'm in a challenge for sit-ups and I'm in a challenge for weightlifting, and that's what I'm going to do in the next month. Okay, that is what I'm going to do. All right, so you're not supposed to suicide, but you're going to, or wait, but you're not. Yeah, I don't know. Now, here's something I don't know. I do not know if we're supposed to commit suicide or not, because I don't know if we've been given all the information. One cannot make, I don't want you to commit suicide, but one cannot make an informed decision about anything if you don't have all the facts. So if somebody leaves something out, okay, if somebody leaves something out from a conversation, all right, and they're deliberately deflecting or not answering, you don't know with which you can make a decision, right? So organized religion as it exists, I don't know, because I don't know that I believe it as it exists. Now, what I've been told from my meditations, just me, what I've been told, okay, I've got a small fan over there, but it doesn't, yes, I will get it. I'll fix it. No, my arms are like little baby arms. Look, I can't even, I'm getting those bat wing things. What the hell is that? Okay, anyway, I'm in a, I'm doing a sit-up. I'm going to fix my arms, okay? Damn it, I'm going to do it. I will do it. Anyway, my friend Raquel is doing that, and she is the queen of bail bonds here in Los Angeles. That's right. I have used her services for some of us that end up in jail and need to get bailed out. It's happened quite a bit in our family. Anyway, she's doing the arm challenge. I saw her challenge, and I'm like, I'm going to do your challenge, okay? She's doing really good. Now, here she is. She's doing it right now. She's doing her push-up. She's been doing it like a month. There she is. Okay, she's Queen of Bail. What is it? It's Raquel, Queen of Bail. So if you're in Los Angeles and you need her, she's super fucking cute. Rides a motorbike. Darling cute. Queen of Bail Bonds. There she is. She's darling cute. So she's getting herself back into shape. Me too. We've all kind of been not in shape. All right. Okay, so what the hell were you asking? I go on tangents, then I go off in my head. Oh my God. Suicide. So when people do Suicide. This is what I've gotten through my own meditation, okay? Here's what I've gotten. I was told that human beings don't commit suicide. Now, I know we do. That sounds stupid as I'm saying it. I heard it in my head when I was meditating. That's how I get my information. It could be false information. Do I really know where I'm getting it from? No. I pray to God and then I get my information. So I don't fucking know where I'm getting it. To answer your questions, could be demonic, could be God, or I could be mentally ill. There, we've covered every sort of thing. However, I was told that when a person starts thinking about committing suicide and hearing the voices and doing whatever they're doing, those are outside energetic influences that are infiltrating the filter of our soul brain. I was also told that some people, usually people with a very, very extreme religious background, okay, very, very extreme, very dogmatic, very rigid, are the ones that have these problems a lot because they can't stop the negative conversation. I want you, and drugs, of course drugs can make you do it. You think you can fly. My neighbor's daughter did that in New York City. You know, our neighbor at the cottage, she jumped off the penthouse roof because she thought she could fly. Yeah, she couldn't, and she died. But anyway, when people hear voices in their heads and they think they're bad and they think all of these things, I actually believe it's projected onto them by entities outside of the physical body. So I believe that if you're susceptible, empathic, sensitive, depressed, drunk, sad, your parents are mean to you, hormonal, it might be a hormonal thing that opens our body. These voices get inside and tell us, okay, tell us shit. Repetitive, 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 repetitive. Shut up, and then you do it. Every soul I've talked to of somebody who's killed themselves, who's committed suicide, except for one arrogant one, but all of them have instantaneously said, fuck, I didn't want to do that. So something in the human being is being conditioned to think that this is an idea for them. And I don't believe it's mental illness. I think it's a spiritual warfare on the human being, and we don't even talk about that. We talk about mental illness. We talk about drug addiction. We talk about that. Why do you think someone has drug addiction a lot? Why do you think that? What has happened to them when they're raped as children? That's a trauma, but who gets into their body? That's right. Every time sperm goes from one body to another, something being transferred, not just sperm. Okay? So if there's a demon in a person, I use the word demon loosely, entity, energy, soul that's not your soul, however you want to talk about it, that energy passes on. Medications, absolutely. Meditations, or I don't know if you said medications or meditations. Yeah, exactly. Many teens suffer from depression. See, I think that's a hormonal door in, okay? So I had a point, and I know I've talked about this, but when my stepson passed away, for 3 years after he passed, the voices told me to kill myself, to be with him because he was lonely. This is what I heard in my head, day in, day out, day in, day out. It drove me crazy. I didn't eat, I didn't sleep. I've told you the whole thing. They knew my sadness was a door open, okay, and a weakness. And they came in. I heard it. I used to sit in the closet. My friend that owned my friend Kimberly that owned the coffee shop came to the house because she was worried about me. She found me. I had 2 little kids, 3. Tanner was over, but I was hiding in the closet from the voices in my head, okay, like literally. And they weren't my voices. They were outside voices because of the extreme circumstance that I went through. Now, other people can handle that differently. So I had to start talking back to the energy. Every time I would say, you know, you need to kill yourself, you need to come over, I had to say, fuck you, I'm not doing that. So I had these conversations talking to myself. Now, that's like homeless people going down the street, talking here, talking there, talking there. I do it now. You say something, I'm saying something. So when I look in the mirror and it says, you fat, ugly bitch, you ugly, blah, 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 whatever, I turn around and when I hear that, And when I say that to myself, I turn around and go, no, you're beautiful, get out there. So I have to do this self-talk all the time because they come in and they know, okay? They know when you're down. They can read your mind. And that is why when I've been in very scary circumstances with people who have abilities, people have abilities, okay? People have abilities and people don't know that other people have. We are so arrogant to just think it's about what we see in front of us and that it's all about money and work, which it's not. It's a spiritual war, period. Okay, it's a spiritual war. So when I am in public and I've come across some dinners I've been to with people that partake in some of the beast system ritual. So when I realized that, I didn't want to let them know that I was frightened because I was terrified. I remember texting John, oh my fucking God, look what I did, right? I remember. I was on my way to a party and I fucking remember. So what I did in my head is I started to count a grocery list. So I went like this. Okay, you're going to buy, this is me in my head talking to myself. When I hear voices, when I'm around evil. Okay, so you're going to buy 3 apples. You need coffee. I always need coffee. You need toothpaste. You're going to buy a new pair of running shoes. You need to get some dog food for baby Jack. You need some cat food. And I would just keep repeating it. And then I would be like, oh my God, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 onions. And then I would be like, but this is in my head. Nobody on the outside could see that I was doing this. I'd be just sitting there laughing, listening to people, watching a movie, whatever it was we were doing. I would just be talking in my head to block my thoughts when I was getting scared. If they know you're scared, they come in and don't think they don't. Now, anxiety is a combination of things, as I said. Anxiety could be somebody around you causing you problems, meaning you get around the person and you are absolutely picking up on their energy. You think it's your energy because nobody goes around going, God, I feel really hostile. I think it's her energy. You know, I mean, no, nobody does that, right? So you wouldn't think it's your energy, but a lot of times anxiety is a product of somebody else. They get in the room, especially people that are feel inferior and insecure when they're around me. I start to jump out of my skin. My battery's going dead, sorry. I start to jump out of my skin. So I would say, I've got to plug this in before we lose the battery. I would say to you that the way to cure anxiety, and it's the only way I know how to, I know no other way. And I've been doing it my whole life. I'm plugging this in, you guys, because, oh God. Okay. I hope that works. I think it works. Anyway, anxiety. Look at this. I'm still trying to get it going. Sorry. Anxiety. Hey, I was trying to plug the phone in and it was going dead. Okay, anxiety. There's one thing in my entire life that saved my life, and it saved exercise. I can't, oh shit. I can't even, I'm going crazy. I can't even explain to you. As a small child in 1st grade, my home life was disturbing to me. Somebody drank, somebody yelled, and somebody was nuts, okay? So whatever that was, it was a very nice home. I went to private school. I had a horse and skating lessons, but they were all batshit crazy in the house. And I was the target of their cray-cray. So I would put my little shoes on and go out the front door. Out the front door. I walked through, oddly enough, Sherwood Forest in Toronto, if any of you know that. I walked through there. I was gone all day. I played outside. I played in nature. I did cross-country running. I went swimming. Sometimes I would swim for hours. I would pretend I was swimming the English Channel. And I would literally swim for 4 hours, just back. And I still run like that. I'm still gone. It saved my life. After Jimmy died, it saved my life. Saved my life. Now, when he passed away, I did something very strange to try to ground myself. We had carpet in the house, icky carpet. We had carpet. And one day I decided, I've always had a habit of sleeping on the floor, okay, and not sleeping on a bed, just sleeping in the corner on the floor because I could feel the floor. I can't feel the floor through the bed. It sounds weird. But I literally cut the carpet out of our house. So they came home from work and school and everything, and there was no carpet, okay? And there was the wood floor. I put a blanket on the wood floor. I slept on that wood floor. I had to feel the floor. Jason used to sleep beside me. Keithy was just little. So I hate alcoholics. I'm sorry. If you're an alcoholic or you drink, you're fucked up. You're a narcissist and you fucked up. Okay, sorry, I said it. I have no compassion here. I don't care that you want to drink. Tough shit. Get over yourself. It's not an addiction. It's a choice. No one has to shove alcohol down their throat. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, I carved the floor out, literally took the rugs out and slept on the wood. So if you drink, live alone. Yeah, if you drink, live alone. Don't have kids, don't have a relationship, drink water. Yeah. Oh my God. I'm telling you, and the crazy that would go on in my house, it was like, whoa. Jesus. And you know what? I'll tell you something I learned. This is how much it damages children. It was the funniest thing. So I can get along with everybody, pretty much everybody, okay? I know my father is an alcoholic too, and I think my mother was, but I think we all pointed the fingers at my dad. I think he was a scapegoat for the drinking. I think she's just a closet drinker and pill popper person or strange person, whatever. But here's the damage it caused. So I could get along, with pretty much anyone, anybody, homeless people, wealthy people, different language people who didn't speak English, whatever. I will find myself arguing with people. And if I'm arguing with them to the point that I want to rip their eyes out of their head, it's usually a fucking alcoholic and I'm not recognizing it. I go right into that childhood thing where I'm like, fuck. And then I realize, shit. They're probably an alcoholic. They probably had a drink or two and they're pushing my buttons. So when that happens, I'm pretty sure I can tell now. But I didn't used to know that. So I had to figure it out because some people have a few drinks and then they say shitty things to your face. And you're like, why is that fucker saying that, right? It's because they get bold with their alcohol. So they're bold bitches. And then they don't look like sloppy drunk, right? They don't look that way. But you're like, what's that comment about, right? The comment's coming from somebody who's doing that, right? Oh, so annoying. Okay, Dr. Drew, good evening, Susan. Okay, there's Susan. Sue's online. I know. Luckily, last night, everybody check out Sue's podcast, Calling Out with Susan Pinsky. She called me last night to do her podcast, but I was working and then her psychic person friend showed up. So there you go. If she's on here, I just missed her, if she is. But regardless, when should we expect Shelly's video? Oh, I don't know. I can't keep track. Why you guys ask me? You know I'm not on a schedule. I'm not on a schedule. Yeah, I don't like the alcoholics. Like, stop with your whining self-pity shit. We all have crap lives. Get over it, okay? No one on this planet is ever calling me going, my life is so fucking perfect right now. That's not why they call a psychic. So I hear it all the time, okay? I hear it all the time. All right, so when we're looking at anxiety, okay, I want you to look at exercise. I also want you to be really mindful about what you put in your body. When I was having my major, crazy, epic panic attacks, they were epic. I actually thought I was crazy. So did the people in the mental hospital. But when I was having these epic panic attacks, I noticed that if I even ate a little bit of sugar, like in my tea, a spoonful of sugar, that was a problem. Sloan gonna do Joe Rogan? I don't know. We'll see. But the sugar really, I could feel it vibrate through my body. So you have to be careful with what you eat. And sometimes we eat to satisfy anxiety. When I used to read all day, I would go for a piece of cake after I stopped reading because cake would ground me. So carbohydrates would ground me, okay? So they would ground me. That is difficult because you can't do that all the time. So you have to figure out another way. So exercise is extremely important. Exercise is important. I think Joe Rogan's a Leo, isn't he? Let's look his chart up since you asked. Exercise. No drugs or alcohol for anxiety unless you desperately need it. As I said, I did the Klonopin Keithy was like 11 months and I was hallucinating and not sleeping for 3 months. So I needed to have something to calm my ass down. Took me a while, to about a year, to wean myself off that. And that was very hard for me and hard to accept that I needed medicine, but I literally was going to jump out a window. So I had to have, oh my God, this is spectacular. Okay, seriously spectacular. Okay, Mount Whitney. I missed that. Oh my God, so beautiful. I miss this. My friends are hiking all over and I'm not, I tell you. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. Okay, so let's look at, wait, Joe Rogan has Scorpio in his chart. All right, well, we'll look it up. You can never know if you're getting it right online though, because Lindsay Wagner used to give her wrong birth date out. That's right. She want y'all to know her rising sign. So some people put the wrong information. Hillary Clinton has 2 charts out there. I believe I know which one's right because I'm looking at the transits and stuff. But yeah, let's see. Joe Rogan natal chart. Let's see what they put for Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan natal chart. Let's see. All right. So we have him as Leo sun. You're right about the Scorpio moon. That's in conflict right there. Well, no, it's not. It's not a direct square because his sun's at 18 Leo. The moon is at 2 Scorpio, and we don't know his time of birth. Is the moon in the first house, second house? When I look at him, I don't know how tall he is. Okay. He's a fire goat. He's 5'8.5". So I'm going to put, I think I'm going to put Taurus on his ascendant. That's what I'm put. 5'8.5". He is short. Yes, he's short. He can't help that though. Why? Why can't he help that? Because it's gene pool. I'm just saying here, I was looking at it more for the ascendant though, a short sign on the ascendant. Like if he had Capricorn on the ascendant, he probably wouldn't be, but he'd probably be the tallest one in his family. So see, it depends on your family. You may not be tall to the rest of the world, but in your family, you may be the tallest one. My best friend's 60th last night. I bought her a lemon raspberry. Oh my God, that sounds delicious. Wait, not sure why. Why are we not sure why? Why are we not sure why? I'm not sure why. Yes, Max Spears is dead. I don't know. Zoloft. Yeah, don't take Zoloft unless you have to. But remember, it's always better to wean yourself off. Here, people are afraid of anxiety. People are afraid of, Joe and Drew shouldn't hate each other. They're both lovely. Drew is fine. I like Dr. Drew. He's nice. He likes to work out. We like that. He believes in the metaphysical and he believes in the medical. And he goes between the two, meaning he's got open mind. Dr. Drew is, let me see if I remember this correctly, a Virgo, a Cancer rising, and a Taurus moon. There, I remembered. Okay, so I remembered. There you go. Okay, so yeah, I like him very much. He's a nice man. But maybe it's competitive something, rivalry something. I don't know. Who knows? Okay, so when we're looking at why people take medicine because they don't want to be depressed, in order to get over depression, you actually have to experience what it is you're feeling, acknowledge it, and then transmute it and send it out. So now when I have very scary panic thoughts, or I want to beat the shit out of you thoughts, it's more to the point, or sad, depressed, I'm going to die alone, whatever, any of those kinds of thoughts, I live through the thoughts. Well, postpartum, I had that too. Postpartum it's biochemical to the body. What I think with postpartum, obviously, if you have a newborn baby and you're thinking crazy because you're out of your mind, Virgo. Yeah, Virgo. A Virgo, Cancer rising, Taurus moon. Because you got a Taurus moon like Johnny, and then you got a Cancer rising. I remember that. I do remember that. Cancer rising. But what you want to do if you're doing anything, you want to make sure that you're able, first take the medicine that you have to if you're going to jump out a window. Postpartum, if you're prone to depression before pregnancy, you're probably prone to postpartum during pregnancy, because the hormones go way up here and then they just drop you. The most even-tempered I'd been, or the most even happiness, was pregnant. I was 200 pounds, 227 to be exact, but I was completely happy, which shows you what hormones do. So a lot of it comes to regulating your body, eating correctly, eating healthy for yourself, meditating, taking time to do things for yourself, changing the people around you if you're empathic. If you're empathic and you have people around you that cause you a problem, you've kind of got to do that. So, oh my God. Wait, are you running for Congress? There, I'll vote for Dr. Drew. Wait, how did I miss this? Why do I not know this? Who told me this? Somebody just said it. Yeah, I have no idea. Which Congress? I don't know which Congress. Somebody tell me what Congress. I have the same sun, moon, and ascendant as Trump. Oh, that's cool. Well, then you have Regulus on your ascendant. I have the same ascendant as Trump as well. Yeah, exactly. So I have the same ascendant. 29 degrees of Leo. That's right. Hey, now, are you running for Congress? Is somebody saying that? I don't know. Drew Mayer. Oh, there you go. Good luck with your run for Congress. I don't know if they're joking or telling the truth, because nobody has told me. I'm so late on the information. Okay. Ascendant, all right? An ascendant or rising sign in your chart is the planet, okay, and the position that was rising, the far east point of the chart. It is the point in the sky that was highest at the time of your birth, basically. So your rising sign is calculated by your time of birth. And then we know how to plug the wheel in and to read you. Okay, I sell my arm and a leg for my kids. Okay, but I wouldn't advertise that. But yeah, that's what a rising sign is. Coffee gives you, coffee can give you anxiety, very much so. Don't take Ambien. No, that's a hypnotic. I've known too many. I told you, my best friend used to go to 7-Eleven. She'd wake up and say to me, God, I have a bunch of cherry Slurpees beside the bed. I'd be like, well, you went to bed. And she'd be like, yeah, but I was out driving at 7-Eleven, literally with taking Ambien. I know a few people that crashed their cars and didn't even know they were asleep. So it's a hypnotic. Hypnotic means you're in a hypnotic state. That's what it is. Well, you know, Drew, better what Ambien is, but some people drink the cherry Slurpees at night. Coffee is crack. I've never taken Ambien that I'm aware of. I mean, that I think. Any ghosting celebrity visits lately? No. You know what? Oh, I'll tell you this cool experience today. So I was at the acupuncturist, and then I was at the chiropractor, because I got to make sure my hips are in alignment, because this side was up more, because this side was shorter, because when I'm climbing down rocks, and because I'm kind of short legs, so if I had nice tall legs, they would hit the other side, but I kind of slip and, whatever. Anyway, when she put the acupuncture in me, I do for the hormones, and I do for this tennis elbow here. Actually, it's pretty good. I don't play tennis, no, but that's what they call it, this thing here, the tendon. So I did the acupuncture. Then I said, you know what? I'm getting really chunky right now. So can you put something in to stop me from being a pig? That's what I said. And so she was looking in my ears for the pig points, I call them. And then she put some on this side, less earrings on this side. And right as she put them in here, there was one like right here, one in here, whatever she was doing, she was putting them there. Suddenly, I had a guide stand right beside me, okay? So Ascendant 2940. I think mine's 2937, Leo, if we're talking that. I had a guide standing right here, right beside me. And then I had one of my friends, and they were caressing my face. So for like 15 minutes, my face was being caressed. Can I prove it? No, I can't. And I was trying to see the guide, right, to see him. I could get the image in my head, and then I'm like, is that my friend? Because I had a friend pass away a long time ago, and I believe it was. So that was very interesting. And then They put one in my leg. That one shot up and down my leg like a crazy person today. So it was very interesting. I was in and out of my body quite a bit during that. So I was able to get information. That was very nice. But he was caressing my face like this, just caressing. Yeah, it is very healing. It is for me. I mean, it was. Exactly. Okay, so let's see. Taurus, Sun, Capricorn, Moon. Okay, well, I can't help you. Leo, Sun, Ascendant, Mars, and Venus, Cancer. Okay. I have Mars and Venus in Cancer, too. That makes me a pushover. I have to see. I'm trying to remember. I think my Ascendant's 2937, but I have to look it up. And then I'll tell you what Trump's is. I know no one cares. Everybody says they don't care. But I'm like, why? Why don't you care? Okay, my Ascendant is 2930. Let's look up Trump's Ascendant. And then let's look up Biden's Ascendant just to see what everybody's Ascendant is, okay? Biden has dementia, so like he can't speak. So I'm looking it up on an app called AstroGold. I have my Kepler program over there on my big computer and on my iPad, but not on my Mac. So let me find this. Donald Trump's Ascendant. His is 29 something. His Sun is Gemini and Moon in Sagittarius. Very interesting. The Bachelor's Moon or Bachelorette Moon. Okay, so that's interesting. Very interesting. Then I'm going to look up Biden's chart because I guess that's who's running, right? Joe Biden. Why y'all going to vote for him? He doesn't speak right. All right, vote for who you want. I don't care who you vote for. I'm just saying, though, Joe Biden kind of like wigs me out a bit. All right, so Trump's Ascendant is 2958, mine is 2930, and somebody's was 2937 or 2940 over there. So we're all really close. His moon is 2112 Sagittarius, and the sun is 2256 Gemini. He's a fire dog. Okay, so fire dogs dogs are loyal as shit. Fire adds fire. Combustible. That explains it. He's a barking, combustible dog. He is a 2-term president. People think I'm voting for him. Just once again, for all my fucking haters, I'm not voting for anybody, okay? Because I'm not going to participate. That's me, my free right, America, land of the free. I don't have to do what you want me to fucking do. But he is a 2-term president because that's what I saw before he even got into office and even like barely running. I predicted that back then to my friend Arlene, who will confirm it. Okay, so she will confirm it. However, having said that, yeah, I know voting doesn't matter. Biden, no voting, not voting for Biden, fire dog. Okay, Biden is a fire. Are you voting for the fire dog or Biden is a fire dog too? Let's see what Joe Biden is. I have no idea what his chart is. The only reason I knew about Trump's chart is when he was coming into the running, I looked his chart up. I didn't like Trump before this. You know, he's a blowhard on TV. I don't like people like that. And a money guy, I don't like that. He wears a suit. I fucking hate that. I don't like that shit. However, I had to look the chart up because he seemed like sneak in and get lucky. So he had Regulus on his Ascendant. So that's like the monarch. That's like a point in the chart that elevates you to like a queen or a king status. So I knew he was going to win just from that. It was at 0 Virgo at the time, I believe. That's what I think. Okay, Joe Biden. Let's look at Biden. Joe Biden natal chart. I mean, I would like to see a debate between Joe Biden, Trump, and Kanye, and throw in a chick there somewhere. Find a chick. I don't know, Michelle Obama. That's good. Let's put her in there. I would just like to hear... I'd love to hear Joe Biden talk, like not helped by anybody. I would love to do that. I would love to fucking do that. I'd love to hear that, really. I think it would be good. Okay, Joe Biden's chart. He's 1120. Interesting. He's the last part of Scorpio. Taurus moon and Sag rising. He's 2734. I don't trust that birth date, so I'm not liking that birth date. I'm not liking it. He's born in 1942. I mean, I don't mind don't mind his age, but I like old white guys, so there you go. Call me racist, okay? Fucking racist. He's a water horse. Now that's interesting. Water horse. What is water? It's emotional, but he's a Scorpio. So he's in the last degrees of Scorpio, but that's kind of a fucked up birthday because it morphs the line between and he's had a lot of Scorpio shit in his life too. He's had a lot of Scorpio stuff. So we've got Sagittarius on the Ascendant. Now that's interesting. I can tell you right now. Yeah, if I were to say when he got dementia, it would have been in around 2017 and a half. Halfway through 2017 is when I feel like he had an issue. That's what he's a birth path too, so he learns through relationships. Let's look. He's got a loaded 12th house. I don't trust him at all. Pluto is retrograde in the 9th. Uranus and Saturn in the 7th. Well, that's public service. Public service. Why are you sending all these little things trying to get Biden out? Yeah, no, I'm just saying I don't give a shit who anybody votes for. I don't. Yeah, I know what Biden has Alzheimer's from. I don't trust him. His wife and daughter died. His kid died. He's had too many people die for me to trust him. And he's a Scorpio. I just don't trust them. No offense. Don't get mad at me, especially men Scorpios. Don't get mad at me. Johnny's a Scorpio rising. Keithy's a Scorpio moon. Joe Rogan's a Scorpio moon, but I just don't trust Scorpios. They're full of shit. They play, they sneak around. They're sneaky. I don't like sneakers. I don't like sneaky. He's got a Taurus moon, which means the moon's in opposition to his ascendant. Taurus moon, I understand that. I get it. I understand. I don't like it. It's okay. But it's opposing Scorpio, which means he's in conflict with the women in his life, emotional. Exactly. Uh-oh, I got a message. Something is very unbelievable here. Let's read this. Let's see if this is good. I hope so. Oh my God. I know. I'm on YouTube. I'm going to talk about this. Okay, YouTube. Going to show this picture. All right. Lori Burns. I have many lovely friends named Lori. I do very well with people named Lori. There's Libra Lori, and this is Pisces Lori. This is Lori spelled differently than Libra Lori. Anyway, Lori has a shelter, and her shelter is called Vera's Sanctuary. She also started the shelter down here with Russell Brand called Freehab down the street. She just sent me this with the words unbelievable, okay? I'm going to show this. She just sent me this. I saw this going around Facebook. I want you guys to see this very clearly for what it is. Now, the LGBT community, whatever the hell that stands for, lesbian, gay, I don't know, trans, bi, I don't know. I really don't know what it stands for, so forgive me. Whatever it stands for, they have now stuck a P at the bottom of that, and this is an ad by NAMBLA, Man-Boy Love Association. I don't like NAMBLA. They should, okay, I'm just going to say this. YouTube censors people's political choices in the free world of the United States of America. NAMBLA, these fuckwads, now I'm really going off here, these a-holes that put a P at the end of LGBT don't allow your group to be sullied with a P for pedophilia. That should not be allowed. So Lori sends me this picture. Now I'm irate. Look at this. Pedophilia. This is what they're saying. I just want you, I'm sweating like hell in here. Pedophilia is a natural sexual orientation. Okay, it is not. You're fucking liars. If it is natural, stop doing it. My urge to put a gun to your head and pull the trigger is a natural urge when you say shit like that, but I'm not allowed to do that, so you're not allowed to do what you want to do. And then they have this TED, the pink heart, some flag. It is our responsibility to reflect and overcome our negative feelings about pedophilia. Do you see this? Do you see this? I've just lost my mind tonight. Yeah. Some of us want to get our guns and strap them on and go all ghetto on these fuckers, right? So, and then Facebook says, thanks for letting us know about this. The photo was reviewed, and though it doesn't go against one of our specific community standards, you did the right thing. Is that right, Facebook? to Facebook. Zuckerberg, you mindless, spineless, stole your information from whoever you stole it from, you asshole. You devoid of a personality, white bread piece of shit. There, I'm going to go off. You know why? Because I'm a psychic. I can go off. Yeah, I've got to leave Facebook too because I just can't deal with that. I just can't. I can't. Lori just sent it to me. She's like, unfucking believable. You see this? We got to come over. We got to overcome our feelings on pedophilia. First of all, NAMBLA, understand, it's part of the sodomy ritual. They've been doing it for years. I posted this. Wait, fake book is evil. Exactly. Unbelievable what Lori said. Okay, so we can I know, but they stopped me from talking about ritual Satanism on here. I'm not allowed to talk about that, although that's a real thing. But I can't say that. But this guy can put his little NAMBLA poster up. NAMBLA, Man Boy Love Association. Although there's a girl in that picture, so I don't know what's happened. Maybe they've gotten gender inclusive with boys and girls. You know, some pedophiles got their preferences, and other ones, you know, they like anything that's under 10, under 3. Which reminds me, who's the? Yeah, of course Zuckerberg. And Zuckerberg, he's just, you know what? Just the look on his eyes and like this. I don't know what to say. It's outrageous. Guess who got kicked off of Epstein's Island? I love saying this. The one pedophile who was raised by his father, the Nazi sodomite, all right? And I'm calling him a sodomite because he ritually, sexually sodomized his son. Who was his son? Kevin Spacey. What did the mother do? She locked him. She stepped away from the locked door, never stuck up, never fought for her son. I blame her too for not saying anything, okay? For not saying anything at all. Nothing. So Kevin Spacey goes out into the free world. What's he do? He goes to Pedo Island. That would be Jeffrey Epstein's Island. And he requests underage Hispanic boys that don't speak English because he's that kind of control freak. And then he beats them so badly that he's kicked off of the island by Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein, that does satanic rituals, practices satanic murder, has a dentist chair where he gets rid of teeth, does all kinds of things, including blackmail, rape photography, snuff films, kicks Kevin Spacey off the island. Check that one out, right? I mean, yes, really. So think about that. And we gave all our money to Kevin Spacey because he's such a fucking awesome actor. He was a fucking awesome actor. It's too bad. But his older brother, who looked like a drag queen to me, but I could be wrong. His older brother said that their dad was a Nazi sympathizer. It seems like the Nazis and Hitler, okay, are really a lot of the problem of this ritual stuff. Because remember, Hitler would like perform abortions without anesthetic on people who didn't need abortions. Like he'd take their uteruses out. Do you remember that? I know, Kevin, no, it's not weird that Kevin Spacey's accusers died. He killed them. It's not weird. He killed them. It's a hit. It's murder. It's what they do. Yeah. And then I know it's what they do. That's what they do. And then we've got that little neurotic Jewish writer, you know who I mean. I just was Woody Allen. I'm like, you know who I mean. I say, I can't even, I just get so pissed off. My brain goes out. You've got Woody Allen. Woody Allen. Oh my God. Woody Allen. That's true about the dad. The brother said it. No, it's not sad. Kevin Spacey became an adult. He didn't need to go and perpetrate. NAMBLA. It's NAMBLE. NAMBLA. NAMBLA. National Man Boy Love Association. NAM. NAM as in Mary. PLA. I can't even speak it. Now I'm giving directions how to go. Go target them on there. Target these. They made me so mad when I was younger I couldn't even. But anyway, Woody Allen, okay, playing on the societal stereotype of the neurotic Jewish man. No, N as in Nancy, M as in Mary, B as in boy, LA. I don't want to spell it again. Anyway, Woody Allen. Woody Allen married his daughter. Oh, that's right. She's adopted. We adoptees don't care if you fuck us and you say you're our father or date our mothers, even if you don't marry them. We don't care. We're going to marry you and it's our free choice. Not true. Not true. Not true. Exactly. Just not true. So not true. I know, but Woody Allen, and we all applaud him like he's a genius. No, he's an immature, narcissistic piece of shit. Be careful, and you don't want that in your search history. Oh, Nambla, well, it doesn't matter. Woody, isn't Woody, Woody out? That's what he plays on, the Jewish stereotype. He's always in therapy. He talks about how neurotic he is. And he is a Jewish writer, right? Isn't he a Jewish director? I could be wrong, but he plays on the stereotype. You know, sex with a certain type of woman. And remember he did the whole movie where he was a condom going up the vagina and we fucking watched it? I didn't watch his shit. I hate his shit. I hate everything about Woody Allen, just so you know. I posted him on Fuckbook this morning. Okay. I have to stop being so weird now because I go from being good and then I just go crazy. All right, where's Woody Allen's? Oh, we posted for our fun. I can't show you this because it's a thing, but I posted Fetus in a Jar with Larry King. Google Larry King, Fetus in a Jar, and we will have Barbara, disgusting woman Bush, married to George Bush Sr., pedophile prolific, former president. And we will have her talking about her fetus in a jar because, of course, she had a miscarriage, and the 3-month-old miscarriage, they put it in a jar for her, and the stupid bitch took it home and said to George Bush, the fetus, look, Georgie, don't get a girl pregnant. Don't get a girl pregnant, George. Look at the baby. Hello, it was an aborted fetus on purpose, and it was brought out for ritual. I know, 1,000 points of light. New word. I know, he's a son of a bitch. I put that up there this morning. That's a castle in Belgium, and that's what he did. I know, Sharon's Tate, Rosemary's Baby. Exactly. That's what he did. But this is a picture of good old fetus in a jar. I put this up. This is my favorite. Barbara Bush sitting there going, yeah, well, I didn't put the fetus in the jar. No kidding, you stupid bitch. We know that the doctor put it in the jar and in the whatever was in the cherries, the formaldehyde. You were running our country. You were out there talking to people, asshole. Why are we voting for these people? Why are we voting for them? I'm just really curious. But she took it. Well, because it's a ritual. She's doing it for purpose of a ritual. And her husband, you think what was he, 98, that old bastard jumping out of a plane, you don't find that a bit odd? Prolific pedophile, Bush Sr., okay? Also helped Hitler in World War II, his father. So with the guns, with the sales. All right, disgusting people. No, it's not very odd. It's satanic. It's not odd. It's satanic. Let's just call it what it is. If you're taking your fetus home in a jar, fetus in a jar, you are practicing. Had yellow rat's teeth too. Yeah, because he eats the flesh. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, well, they have the fetuses in the jar because it's a ritual. They're performing a ritual, and it's like putting a wreath on your door. It's like praying to an altar. It's like in the nail salons where they have the Buddhist, their altar out there, and they put lemons and they put that. The baby's on the altar. You get it? Yes. No. Yeah. I believe she is the daughter of Aleister Crowley. And I posted that this morning. You can keep your gallstones. You're not ritualizing your gallstones. This is different. This is fetus in a jar. Barbara freaking Bush, first lady, mother to other president. And we voted for these fucks. I'm not listening to anybody. I'm not. I don't care what you say. Do not tell me it's important to vote. Do not tell me that shit. It's not important. You've got fetus in the jar. Yeah, I did. I did. You got fetus in a jar running the country with her pig of a husband, okay? Kathy O'Brien. Go Google Kathy O'Brien and read all about Bush Sr. Bush Sr., pedophile. Google the documentary Fall of the Cabal. Hear all about them. They don't fool anybody. We're not fooled. Not fooled, okay? So fetus in a jar is a good one. It always just brings some happiness that China makes dolls out of them. There you go. I've just had about enough. I've had about enough today. I did fetus in a jar. We have Justin Bieber whining because he sold himself and his firstborn baby died, okay? Unless he's trying to out Selena Gomez for having an abortion, which I'm not clear on by this article. So I don't know. We've got fetus in a jar. And then we have what I wrote about the three men that shaped our society. These three bastards. Barbara Bush's father, that would be Aleister Crowley. Jack Parsons in the middle, that would be Jet Propulsion Lab, aka NASA. Oh, and that fat fuck, L. Ron Hubbard. We all know what he did. Good job, L. Ron Hubbard. Yes, Satanist. Good job. All right, so we got those three men shaping modern history as we know it. I know, right? Were the Bushes, of course. I can't say that on here. Fall of the Cabal, exactly. So we have that. We have Aleister Crowley, Jack Parsons, and L. Ron Hubbard being roommates in Pasadena before all of them jumped into their careers. Exactly. They shaped our history. That's what's called the beast system. Now, Jack Parsons and Aleister Crowley both admitted to conjuring up the devil. This is their words, not mine. You can read it in their documentaries. They both admitted to conjuring up the devil, as did Roseanne Barr. Okay, so she said she did it. Now, when they conjure it up, this is what I was going to say earlier. You can conjure up anything you want. You can say anything you want. You can even say that you're going to church and you're going to talk to the Virgin Mary and you're special. You can say whatever you want, right? You can say anything you want. Nobody knows if it's true. Problem is, the beast system, when you do sign something, okay, and you ask for that energy to come to you, it is going to come to you. It is going to come to you. When it does come to you and you get your fame and your riches and your wealth and whatever it is you want, right? And then you start getting in on the in crowd of Satanists, and you get in on the in crowd and you're making your money and you're doing all of that and you're observing things, just as Dave Chappelle said. Then he left the country and he went to South Africa. Then he came back and he's all different, right? But they do this, and then they use their sexual ritual magic in order to pull intention through. And that's how they do it. I mean, Barbara Bush was conjured up. Now, when you're talking about Marina Abramovic, you're talking about somebody who is doing what they call spirit cooking. Spirit cooking is using something like a sculpture. This is formerly fetus in a jar, but now it's a sculpture. And you are bringing an entity in, or a golem into the sculpture, by taking bits and pieces of human material and doing an incantation, which means to intentionally speak it into being. Now, what they don't tell us, you, me, everybody, they do not tell us in our churches about magic and how you can actually use it for good or for evil. People such as myself, when we use intention oils and intention candles, we are doing things like to bring good health, to clear the energy, to bring health, whatever it is. They're doing it to come in, to focus it this way, to focus it that way, to focus it in a particular way so that they get their personal needs met, their money, their power. That's what they're doing. So spirit cooking means to create through energetic substance and to incantate or intentionally call in an entity and to put it into a non-physical form while it gestates energetically. That's the theory behind it. Led Zeppelin sings about it. People sing about it, okay? They bring it into intention. You can do it if you are strong. People can do it. That's why people who are in dire circumstances can lift a car. I know that's adrenaline, but the fact that you even think you can do it, or the fact that you can save yourself in a certain situation, an avalanche, the fact that you have the intention to go back and see your kid, your dog, your whatever. What they're doing, okay, in spirit cooking, what they're doing is they're taking pieces of physical material, your period blood, your hair, your urine, your sperm, your skin, I don't know, your teeth, whatever the hell. And they are combining it while speaking it into intention. That's what they're doing. So when they do that, they put that energy into a doll, a fetus in a jar, sorry, into a statue, into an object. There's a store, that's what it is. It's not actually like cooking dead people or eating no. It's intentionally pulling into being an entity or non-human form and watching it gestate energetically. So they're pulling in demonic energy to surround it, to protect it, to create it. And they are creating an energy force with their energy. And that is what it is. But it's true. I mean, I'm sorry. That's what they're doing. I mean, I'm not saying I do it. I'm saying that's what they do it. Sorry. If you're in the metaphysical world, you hear all of this, you know about it because you are around people that have these beliefs. There's a lot of stores in Los Angeles area that sell metaphysical supplies, and they work with both Christians, everybody in between, witches, pagans, voodoo, hoodoo, crazy do, and Satanists. And when you walk in the store, they have all of the stuff. They even have dolls where they hold the energies of people's souls. You can intentionally, as somebody is leaving the physical, or it can be voodoo too as well. Exactly. It's a form of that. You can intentionally hold a soul as it's exiting out of the body, okay? And you can command it, bind it to an object, okay? You can definitely do that. So it's not, I mean, can I prove it? No, I can't. I know, crazy do. I don't know, whatever. No, there's all kinds of things. I mean, seriously. You also, I mean, she is a high witch. She is, I'm talking about Marina Abramovic. She's a high witch. She's also a facilitator for what they want. That's, I don't know what I got. How do we protect ourselves? You pray to God. Johnny Carson, I don't know anything about Johnny Carson except that I have a lot of his staff as clients, and they went on to work with Jay Leno, and Johnny Carson, I hear, was generous and an alcoholic and smoked, but generous, and that's all I know. I know more about Jay Leno. I met Jay Leno. I'm sure Bill Murray was on the list. Oh, God. Well, Robert Redford, you figure it out. Jimmy Page, definitely. Yeah, it's Melissa. Well, Melissa, procurer, exactly. Melissa Lano, I mean, she doesn't speak common sense. Her mother was a manager for psychics, actually, Alyssa Milano. That's here in town. That's here in the Valley. J-Lo took a deal for P. Diddy, and she got her career because she didn't sell P. Diddy out. That's true. That's true. I don't know anything about Shania Twain. She bugs me, but I don't know anything about her. Just kind of bugs me. She literally bugs me. I don't know why she bugs me, but she bugs me. I'm probably jealous. Yeah, Ellen DeGeneres. I've heard a lot of awful things about Ellen DeGeneres from people that worked for her. So I heard a lot of bad things about that. Yeah, I know. Man, I feel like a woman. Exactly. She's kind of annoying. This Jeffree Star, I don't know who the guy is. I think he's the makeup guy, but I don't know. If he's the makeup guy, if he is the makeup guy that I see that has his own makeup line, kind of a blonde guy, kind of tall, with the pink eyeshadow, I don't like him at all. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Shania Twain and Julianne Barbieri, both grew up where I grew up. Shania Twain down the street, actually. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with her. She bugs me. I don't know. Very alien looking. Jeffree Star, yeah, I don't know what's up with him. I just saw him on the cover of the makeup, and I wouldn't buy the makeup because of the way his face looked. So I was like, nah, I don't know about that makeup. I'm not going down that road. It's all set up. I've done video. I did a video on Ali. I did Freddie Mercury. Um, yeah, you know they're not going to get in there unless they sell out. They're just not. I mean, I hate to tell people, J-Lo's mom sold her out. But see, J-Lo went along with it at a certain time. So you can always turn around. Michael Jordan, Gwen Stefani looks so young. I wonder why. The same reason, what's her name? Uptown Girl. Christy Brinkley. Anthony Hopkins creeps me the fuck out. I can't watch him since Silence of the Lamb because of everything that I know. Yeah, that's it. Aaron Carter creeps me out. Well, you know all these people. You guys are throwing this at me. You know all of this. The Carter family. Are we talking about she was inside and out? I don't know what that means. Yes, she had a career before that, but she got famous when she didn't tattle on P. Diddy. I heard a bunch of rappers talking about P. Diddy one time on a show, and I forget whose show it was, but they talked about walking in on him and the sodomy ritual within the rap community. And I was like, okay, I got to turn it off. Like, is nothing sacred? Is nothing sacred? Tom Cruise, I don't like. I do not like John Travolta. I was a huge fan of John Travolta, and I can tell you when he sold out. I can tell you exactly, and I can tell you when I'm going to tell you exactly. John Travolta would have sold out somewhere around maybe the early 80s, late 70s, early 80s, when he had that career lull. He went off of TV, and then he did a couple of shit-ass movies. Obviously, Richard Branson. He did a bunch of shit-ass movies, and then he got, famous or whatever he did. And his older girlfriend died. Well, just figure that out. Then his son died, etc., etc. I don't even know who that is. Yeah, welcome back, Cotter. Exactly. Of course. Of course. Firstborn son. How many of these actors have to have... Oh, Joel Osteen pisses me off. He's like this. I'm Joel Osteen. It's like, stop. Stop with your teeth. That smile is just indicative of somebody who's a psycho. What was I going to say? Oh, my God. How many of these celebrities... I want you guys, do your own research. Do the research of the general... Oh, Will Smith. I just posted. Will Smith, also rapist, also gay. Will Smith. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Whatever. Okay? Really. All right. Sorry. I'm over that. So what should we do? Let's research how many celebrities have dead children. Okay? Let's see. How many? It's firstborn sons. Because we go all the way back. Steve McQueen. Beautiful. What's his name with the blue eyes? Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. What the hell is his name? Paul Newman. We've got Stallone. We've got some country singers. We've got some whose kids burned down. That actress, her kids burned down. Remember the house burned down? We've got a bunch, but research it. And then look at it, and Johnny Carson. Then look at it in comparison to the general public. Statistically, look at the statistics of the regular population. Then go over here and look at the statistics of celebrities. It's higher over here. Also, how many transgender kids of celebrity families? Oh, Eric Clapton's was inexcusable. But it wasn't him watching, it was the wife. So I don't know what happened. Yeah, I know. Exactly. I don't know. Robert Plant. I remember Robert Plant. Wait, Bill Cosby. Oh, please. Yeah, I know. Prince. Exactly. Okay, you guys. I got to go to bed now. Look. Cosme. I don't even know. What did you say about Marie Osmond? Yeah, Marie Osmond picked the adopted kid. Take the adopted kid. The fucking adopted kid should be the one jumping off the roof, not your own kid. That's how I feel about their adoptions. I don't trust it. Bill Bixby. Oh, that's a name from the past. Bill Bixby. What show was that? He's on several. Yes, Bill Bixby. I've forgotten all about that. Mike Tyson. I know. Amanda Baines didn't have a... Paul Michael... Yeah, exactly. Wait, no. He didn't have a kid, did he? The Hulk. Did the Hulk's kid die? See, okay, start looking. Clapton. Yeah, Clapton's kid. But if you're in a penthouse in New York... Why do you have the window open with a 4-year-old? Why? Why would you do that? Aretha Franklin, I don't know if she had a kid. Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. Sorry, you guys. Oh. Okay, yeah, sure he lost his daughter to AIDS. Well, maybe she was born with AIDS. Sorry, so cynical over here. Oh, Eddie's father. Yeah, the courtship of Eddie's father. I forgot all about that. Dean Martin's son. Yeah, he used to own a little steakhouse in Burbank on off of Magnolia and Buena Vista because I ate there before it shut down. He died in a plane crash. Was that right? Maybe not. Oh, Bill Bixby was the Hulk. Thank you. I'm like, what? Melissa Etheridge. Yeah, I know, right? And that's also with Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Willie Nelson, I don't know if he had a kid. I don't even know. Yeah, see, they're all Oprahs. And yeah, I don't know. I know, I'm literally going to sleep. The maid left the window open. Yeah, okay, sure she did. Marie Osmond, beautiful woman. Don't know what's wrong with her. Don't know what's wrong with her. She needs to stop. Really. My favorite Martian. Oh my God. Sorry, you guys. Oh. De Niro. I hate De Niro. I hate him. Sorry. I do not like Meryl Streep. I do not like De Niro. Yeah, Gloria Vanderbilt, then the LA Carol Burnett. Yeah, all of them. All of them. Money is their god. Oh, Trudeau's son, ski accident. Yes, stupid brother. Michael, right? Was it Michael Trudeau or Michelle or whatever they say? Exactly. Wait, Dean Martin's son was married to Dorothy Hamill, the figure skater. That makes good sense. Meryl Streep is disgusting. Disgusting. Dean Martin was a Leo. Oh, yeah. Charlize Theron, obviously. Lou Ferrigno was the actual Hulk. That's what I was thinking. Kid Rock. Did he have a kid that died? I love David Hasselhoff. Oh, my God. Okay, so he's obviously one of them. But David Hasselhoff, regardless of what he is, just suspend that for a minute. Remember the YouTube of him on the floor? That's called a shame ritual, where he's so drunk and he's eating the hamburger and he's like, I'm like, oh my God, 6'6", such a handsome man. And you got to drink and do that? That's a shame ritual. We all think he's an alcoholic. They probably drugged his drink. He's probably so fucked up he didn't know what he was doing. What can I tell you? And his kids filmed it. Shame ritual. It was brilliant, though. I'm surprised he didn't choke eating. Hoff was sloppy on that. Oh, sloppy. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen. I know people like that. I mean, it was just... And Robert Downey Jr., he's priceless. Priceless for crawling into a stranger's bed and falling asleep. Like Goldilocks. You walk in, you're in Malibu, you walk in, you open your door, you're going to put your kid to bed, and there's Robert Downey Jr. fucked up on meth and crack and whatever else. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, exactly. The only memory of my grandfather was, don't know what you just said. Okay, Jerry Lewis. I didn't like Jerry Lewis at all. Okay, you guys. Okay, so here's what we're going to state. Meryl, of course he did. Don't like Hasselhoff. Well, I don't like him now. I'm just saying. Tom Arnold's really missing. Yeah, yep. Streep's husband died not long ago. Oh. Well, I hope she enjoys herself. See, they actually, whatever. What can you do? Of course he's one of them. Billy Bob Thornton. Now here's a story about Billy Bob Thornton. Billy Bob Thornton's mother, you remember the movie The Gift, was the psychic to Bill Clinton's mother, as in Bill's mother, that crazy blue eyeshadowed woman with the bouffant hairdo, her, from the trailer park. Imagine that. You got a boy in the trailer park, you got a bunch of men that you're with, you got no money, you got none of that, you wear that eyeshadow like that, you're not really educated, you work as a waitress or whatever his mother worked as, and your son becomes president. What kind of pay for play did we do to get that? And he's a Rhodes Scholar on top of it? I don't think so. I don't think he's a Rhodes Scholar. Sorry. I don't think so. Not at all. Nada, nada. However, his mom did like to go to psychics, and Billy Bob's mom was a psychic for Bill Clinton's. Billy Bob married several psychics, some cute astrologers, and then his daughter's in jail for, one of his daughters is in jail for life for shaken baby syndrome of somebody she was babysitting. So I don't even know what that is. Okay, so I got to do cards one day, but I lost my energy right now. It just drained right out of me. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to say we hate Woody Allen. Pizzagate's real. Look up James Alefantis. Really look at James Alefantis' Instagram. Please go down it. Look at the pictures of the taped babies. What are you doing that for? Babies with blindfolds. Babies with blood on their butts. What the hell is that about? What is that? The fuck is that? Pizzagate is real. The way they presented it in the news is fake. It's real. What they were saying is not that the shit was going on in the pizza place. James Alefantis, whatever his name is a Rothschild, okay? And the way that he's, James, just look up Pizzagate James Alefantis. Spell it anyway, you'll find it. Pizzagate referred, I'm going to say this ad nauseum now. Oh, Dean Martin is a Gemini. Oh, Gemini, sorry, Leo rising. Something in Leo. We were talking about it the other day. Pizzagate was the finding of the 54,000 emails that Seth Rich downloaded when he found out Hillary Clinton was gunning for Bernie Sanders and fucking with his electoral whatever. And Seth Rich couldn't believe it. So he thought he'd fuck with Hillary. And he downloaded these emails, okay? What he downloaded was email after email that kept mentioning pizza in conversation and hot dogs and pizza cheese and pizza, whatever the hell they were doing. All of these things. It's not fake. It's about the wording in the emails. They all met at the Comet Ping Pong Pizza. They didn't say it was happening there. What they said is this guy that owns a shack of a fucking restaurant becomes the most popular man, people, or Washington, D.C.'s most powerful man. Okay, it's a pizza place, big fucking deal. And they do it. And what is he doing there? When you look at his Instagram, let's find it. Now you woke me up again. Now I have a stuffy nose too, and it smells like cheese pizza in here. What's going on? Okay, so Pizzagate was like the taxi hub distributing the calls and the knowledge. They'd go in, they'd buy their pizza, they'd get their directions. That's why Obama bought $60,000 worth of hot dogs. Duh. And you go, Pizzagate's not real. We're not, I don't even know what to say. I can't argue anymore. Fine, it's all made up. It's all crap. Whatever. I want you guys, I'll show you the picture in a second. James okay. Jimmy something. Somebody opened a different, okay. Like this was one of the things off his Instagram. Why is this child taped to a pool table? Some of them had, look at this. What's that about? Baby and a pizza. That's nice, you fuckwad. Yeah, I'm swearing. Here is what James Alefantis looks like. This little bitch. James Alefantis, otherwise known as male transsexual gendered Rothschild, forget his real name, Jimmy Comet. That's what he called himself. Somebody saved all these screenshots. Oh, we have a chicken hawk here. There we go. Back in the day in the strip clubs, the chicken hawks were looking for the boys. Look at that. That's an awesome picture, isn't it? Jimmy Comet. Let me look up here. I got to look up Jimmy Comet. Let me look that up. I think he went under Jimmy Comet now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, he's taken his page down, but let's look and see. Oh, yeah, the panda bear mask. There we are, y'all. The panda bear mask. When you see a panda at your friend's house and your friend has a lot of money, remember the sodomy ritual blackens the eyes of children when they are infantile and abused in that way. That's what the fucking panda stands for. Stop fucking supporting pandas unless they're real pandas at the zoo, like the real ones. But that's what that's about. That's why they wear the panda mask. That's why they have to drive down the 210 freeway and see the car lots with the panda out there. What do you think that is? Coincidence? Quidinky dink? No, it's not. It's not. It's just not. Oh, yeah, this is one of my favorite posts. I really do like this post. Oh, the pizza on the private parts. That's beautiful. Of course, that's an adult body, so I can't really, oh my God, I drive by that quite in my family's house growing up. Exactly. Ask yourself what that's about. Panda eyes come from the abuse of very small children, okay? Very small children. Breaking the blood vessels in the eyes. They like that. That's what they like. Yep, I can't. Let's see. I can't even read these. I'm going to have a nervous breakdown. Yeah. Don't give your kids anything like this. It's all designed to trick your kids. Also, Target sells kids' Pizza House slippers. Of course it does, because we're all fucking stupid. Yeah, pizza hot dogs. I love how John Podesta, one of my favorites, I mentioned him on Facebook today. One of my favorite peoples in the world, okay? John Podesta, I'm being sarcastic when I say this, but John Podesta, what does he do? He writes a bunch of emails to Hillary Clinton, Secretary Clinton. The emails are talking all about when they're going to order pizza. Can they have pizza for 20 minutes? Can they take the pizza down the street? Where's the kerchief they left? The realtor's calling, writing in an email. Hi, we saw the handkerchief you left. Do you want your pillow back? We'll find it. We'll bring it. What does that mean? Why are you people running the country? Who are you? It breaks the blood vessels all the way through the body. Who are you people running this country? Why are we listening to them? I know about Frazzle Dip. Why do we listen to anybody in authority until people wake up? Oh my God, I have to say this. So, Libra Lori told me to watch A Handmaid's Tale. I started watching it. I started flipping out. It's happening. Then somebody sent me this morning. Okay? It says, those who conform to masks are pre-ordering the mark of the beast. And look at the illustration they use. It's from A Handmaid's Tale. Look. This has been done. Stand up, people. Stand up. There's no way they got all those tests back positive. It is. That's what it is. They're conforming. And you know what she says in episode 3? Go rent it on Hulu. I'm not a proponent of watching TV, you know this, but Libra Lori, she told me to do it, so I did it. I rented it. Episode 3, the main character, Elizabeth Moss, who's dynamite in it, she's in her clothes, her normal, clothes we're in. She's in New York City with her husband, with her baby, all of that shit, right? She's there. What does she say in this episode? She says, we should have fought back. I should have listened. And then she shows how they locked the public down due to terrorism. What's another kind of terrorism? TikTok, biochemical terrorists, biochemical, germ warfare, terrorism. There's a virus, there's a germ, there's this, hide in the house, oh my God, shut the fuck up, okay? They did it according to terrorists, as in whoever bombing and whatever, right? So for 2 years, they talked about it. We're in the house, we're doing this, we're doing that. We are living A Handmaid's Tale. We are fucked if you don't stand up. If you listen to your government, you are stupid. The government of the German people was Adolf Hitler during World War II. Prior to World War II, the people, all pansies, listened to Hitler, who said the Jews, quote, need to be eradicated. Guess what happened? Not one of those bitches stood up. Oh, some, the people that hit Anne Frank, a few, they were told to snitch on their neighbors, their kids, their mothers, their friends. Just like yoga weirdo down there, yoga pants, okay? Garcetti with his beard of a wife and his 2 fake kids. They're real kids, but he's not a real husband. Says snitches will be rewarded. What the hell? I heard that. I went on his Facebook. I said, you are a Nazi. You should not be talking that way. You are a fucking asshole. I'm probably being targeted by them right now. But Hitler was a government official. People all around the world listened to Hitler for years. They didn't help. They let the people die. They handed over their guns. The armies had more guns. They told their neighbors to snitch and the kids to snitch. The Jewish people got gunned down. Nobody saved them. The odd person, that guy that saved 1,100 of them, that was really beautiful. He was going to the Olympics and someone asked him to sneak in there and steal the Jewish people out to safety. And I forget why he could do it. I think he drove a truck. I can't remember, but he was going to be an Olympic athlete. So he got some special favor or whatever. He saved 1,100 people and they showed once all the families that were saved. Now he had some balls and he was doing the work that God put to do for him. But most of the people, like the good little sheeples, followed their government. Like my dumb acquaintances on Facebook that go, we listen to the governor. We do our work, as if it makes them good, when they're morons, because these peons would walk over their dead bodies, step on their faces, and fucking kill their kids, okay? Newsom does not care about anybody but Newsom. Period. No, it wasn't Schindler. There was another person actually other than Schindler. I mean, yes, he was one of them, but there's also another person. A guy that was going to the Olympics that was not Schindler. He was less known. There was a very interesting story. So the world didn't step in until I'm sure they were cued to. So 6 million Jewish people walked willingly onto buses into gas chambers and accepted their fate while the rest of the country said, we're so good, we wear our masks. Really? No. No, 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 no. And this is my last warning to any, I've got to say it again, any of the dummies who tell me to put a mask on while I'm running. Say it to me and you're getting tased. I will spray you with a water bottle with hot pepper in it and I will fucking tase you. Do not tell me to go out and put a mask on in 110 degrees weather in the sun when I'm running up the hill. I will fucking come after you with a vengeance. You will not tell me that because that is not medically sound. Do your homework, for God's sakes. Why are people not doing this? Why are they believing the government? Newsom, are you kidding me? There's not a person in Los Angeles that likes this guy. Oh, there's a few I know that voted for him, but the rest of the fucking people, I can't even understand it. My chiropractor couldn't understand it, okay? My dentist can't understand it. These are different kinds of educated people, both with medical things, okay? They don't understand it. They don't understand. They're like, what is going on here? Not doing it. Didn't go to Starbucks. Why? Because I'm supposed to wear a mask in the drive-thru. Fuck off and fuck you, okay? Corporate Starbucks, mental patients. I'm not wearing a mask in the drive-thru in the car that I bought, in the car that I'm in, with the people that I know. You idiots. I'm just not doing it. I'm not doing it. Kill me. I'm not doing it. I won't do it. And until people stand up, we're fucked. We're going right down the Handmaid's Tale. Your daughters will be spreading their legs for strange men to knock them up for some fucking reason in this movie. I don't understand. Well, us old people will be going to pick up radiation and dying in the fields. And then they'll be killing us with people with guns, okay? That's all I know. That's what I get. Here's the other thing. Oh my God, I can't stop. I need help. I need help. I really can't stop. I just can't stop. Okay. This is my pet peeve. To the fucking people using the name Karen out there. When usually a white woman, possibly an older white woman who's had enough, like she's in her 70s and she can't fucking deal with it, goes into a store and actually says, I don't agree with this. She gets videotaped by some see you next Tuesday and put all over the internet called a Karen. Here's the thing. Karen stands for racism against white women because you don't want me saying what I want because you fucking think I'm privileged. You don't know my background. You don't know where I've been. I'm not a slave. I've never had slaves. I'm not a fucking racist. Don't you treat me with reverse racism and your fucking superiority, you fuckwads. And don't you tell me to put a mask on, that guy in Burbank, because if he's watching this, if he even knows who I am, loser guy who's like 5'8" on a bike with your fucking brown hair and your little blue shoes, you prick. When I see you again, guess who's getting a rock thrown at their spike? That's what you get for telling me to put a mask on, mother bleeper, because I looked for you the other day. I will come after you, Burbank guy, just so you know, I will come after you. I'm not going to kill you. I'm going to throw a rock at your tire because you fucking assaulted and intimidated me because I wouldn't do what you wanted me to do because you feel like you're superior to me. I have an absolute religious belief that I should not cover my face with a mask. Period. That's what my guides told me. That's what I'm doing. I don't care what our government says. Last time I checked, they're not fucking doctors. Don't tell me about Dr. Fauci. That guy's a Nazi from the concentration camps masquerading as a weasel, okay? Weasel Fauci with his man wife. That's what he's doing. I don't want to hear it anymore. As for the president, he ain't got to say shit to me either because he's not a doctor. Newsom's not a doctor. Garcetti's asking for more money. I'm not wearing a mask. So, and Trudeau's a moron. Okay, yeah, okay. So, I don't even know what to say. I just hear the wording. I asked if there was really a virus, and I got to know. I said it from day one. I'm saying, yeah, Burbank guy, that loser. When I find him, I think I'm going to videotape him too. I want to know who his wife is because I want to free her from his control. Because, you know, I don't know who he is. He's the guy that was riding... I called Lori. Lori got assaulted on the fucking street by a guy that blew cigarette smoke in her face and told her to put a fucking mask on. Who are you? How about you go fuck off? I mean, who says that? Put a mask on while you're blowing cigarette smoke? Does it make sense to you? Like, are you mental? Are you mental? Yeah, I know, right? I know. That's true. No, that's true. The Burbank man, Burbank guy, okay, is the guy. I was running down the back of my hill and I was on the fire road. It's 12 feet across. I was by myself, which is why he targeted me because I look like a dumb woman who can't defend herself. I'll fucking find the guy. I promise you I will defend myself. I promise you. So I'm on the right side of the trail. He's coming up on his right side. He turns a corner. He has no mask on. He sees me 12 feet away, right? He sees me and he goes like this. Covers the mask, screams at me, put a fucking mask on, to which I said, I'm never wearing a mask. Then he turns around, calls me a bunch of names. Why are people doing that? Why are people doing that? Why are you doing that? You don't have the authority ever to tell somebody else what to do. Ever. Never. Never. It's none of your beeswax. Mind your business. Mind your business. You're trying to shame me. I got news for you. You can't shame me. You're just going to make me find the car you drove up in and just wait there for you with my camera on. And then I'm going to fuck with your mind as I'm recording you. And I'm going to have a lock on my camera. So even if you break it, it goes to the iCloud. So that my family members can download your dumb ass and put you all over the internet. And we're going to call you a fucking loser for your mask shit. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. But it happens. He will record. What's he going to say to me? I shouldn't be wearing a mask and pepper spray him. Bear spray him, right? Okay, I know, right? He can record me all he wants. He can record me all he wants. I'm just saying, I don't want to wear a mask while I'm running. And by the way, I am asthmatic, for real. I don't have asthma since I'm 21. I had pneumonia 4 years, like 2013, I think. 2014, 13, somewhere. I had pneumonia then. That's the last time I've had it. And I got really sick last winter, but it wasn't pneumonia. Other than that, I haven't had asthma since I'm 21. But the point is, I'm asthmatic by birth. So I understand not being able to breathe. And when you put a mask on me in 100-degree heat, that's a problem. And any moron knows that. Use your common sense. Use your common sense. Think. And screaming at a single woman down a trail makes you an angry, aggressive man threatening somebody. So don't do that. You may not agree with it. I don't agree when you're smoking your cigarettes out on the side street. I don't agree when I see you leave a bar, as I see all over the place, especially upscale women on the west side with their wine and their pills, and they get into a car and they drive. I don't fucking agree with you when you do that. I don't fucking agree with a lot. Not the point. Not my business. Not my business. Not my business. There you go. Now I just went up, but now no, he wasn't afraid. It was a control thing. So if you're that afraid, don't go out on the trails. Like, don't go out on the trails, right? I don't understand being afraid and going outside. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm having a good day. I'm just saying, I'm going to get even on the... Don't say it to people. I even know of a story, I'm not going to say whose story, not my story, but I know of a story where a man told some teenagers not to told them to wear a mask, and he got his ass kicked. So don't be telling people what to do. Never tell people what to do. Like, don't do that. Stop doing that. Look at The Handmaid's Tale. Look at The Handmaid's Tale. Really look at it. Take a close look at this graphic and tell me that, look at that. Eyes down. No speaking up. Look at this. I know they can't make you wear a mask, but I'm going to get belligerent with them is my point. Watch The Handmaid's Tale. It is fiction, but we're wearing masks like them, and they took the country over and made a town out of it, right? And they took it away by putting the people into quarantine because of terrorists for 2 years before they took all their rights away. They shut the bank down in one day, and stopped women from getting their money out of the bank. Women are not allowed to, and they shut it the fuck down. You think that's not happening? We are living it. Oh my God. Okay, I must go. I'm really tired. I don't go into Target anymore. De-escalate. Everybody hates women, don't you know it? And they hate women with a mouth. You know why men hate women? Some men like us, but you know why a lot of men don't like women? First of all, the burqas, the Middle Eastern, a lot of gay men run those countries. So they're into the men. They're not into the women. We give birth, and if we're educated and we give birth, we have way more power. We have the power to create life. That's a life force energy. They have a problem with that. I know there are men that love women a lot, of course. But what I'm saying is a lot of like Sharia law, that's not loving of women. That's not loving of women. It's just not. It's not. It's not. So I'm talking about that. But if you are, Karen, speak up for health. I know, right? I'm going to get, Lori called me and said, be careful when you're out there. You might get called to Karen when you go into Costco. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't know why I'm having a difference of opinion. Have you ever noticed if you say you hate Trump, people are like all for you? But if you say you like Trump, you can't have that opinion. You can't have that opinion. No soup for you. You can't have that. No soup for you, said the soup Nazi. See, if you say you love Trump in California, you better fucking duck. They're not going to let you do it. You're going to be targeted. You're going to lose money. You're going to lose everything. Okay? You can't say it. I can't have a free opinion around some of my friends. I can't have it because they are so convinced that they're right. Meanwhile, both sides are the same, just different. One has dementia. But nonetheless, they're both the same. They're coming at it from the same swimming pool, okay? And they're going in two different directions, but it's one and the same. I can't say it. I can't say it. So I have to shut my mouth. So I do not have free speech. I could choose to have free speech, but I just don't have the energy to argue with my friends. So sometimes I have to avoid group settings so as not to say what I want to say, which really pisses me off. Really fucking pisses me off, okay? Pisses me off. I don't like it. I don't like being emotionally bullied by people that supposedly are my friends because they're fanatical about their beliefs. I don't like it. I don't like my money being stopped. I don't fucking like any of it. And that's just because there's a political election coming up and you're making your free choice, which is not free in this country. So keep that in mind. Therefore, politics should be removed completely because people cannot speak about it or discuss it properly without threatening and impeding on a person's life for their political beliefs, whatever they are. And understand, people come to politics with a certain belief system from their childhood, from all the way along. How come I don't care what you think? You want to vote for Newsom? I don't fucking care. I mean, in the back of my mind, I'm like questioning your sanity, but I'm not saying it to you, and I would never stop you from doing it. I would still let you in my house. I would still hire you. I would still hug you, and I would still love you. But if I said I was going to vote for Trump, I guarantee you they wouldn't let me anywhere near them. How is that fair and equitable conversation? Isn't that ignorant and blasphemous and basically bullying? I think it is. I don't like it. I don't like that I'm in this position. I don't like that I have to go around people like this. So now I just have to avoid everything, and I'm pissed about it. Now I got to avoid the trails because some lunatic on a bike says shit to me. What's that? I can't. I'm stopping. Okay. Bye, you guys. I feel like In-N-Out Burger. I'm not going to do it, though. I will not. I will not. I will not. I will not. I love it. I know it is fascist. It's communist. It's communist with a K. It's like, I can't even. Why can't I have my own opinion? Why can't you love me because I have my own opinion? I'm around people that drink. I don't like drinking. Do you think I go up to them and go, hey, stop drinking, motherfucker? I don't say that. I go out to dinner with them and they drink. Do I critique them? I don't say a word. But I get scolded for my thought pattern, and I'm a grown-ass woman. So imagine how the whole world is blowing up ridiculous nonsense. I'm going to have to grow some big girl panties and say what I want. Right. So don't smoke, do smoke. I don't care what you do. Do what you got to do. But I'm not going to tell you what to do. The only time I'm going to step into your life is if you're hurting a child. Then game on. Other than that, you're an adult. You make your own decisions. I have no say-so in it. Secret, is there voting a secret ballot? Yeah, probably. Secretly, they put your vote in. Yeah, they're just gonna, that's why they want you at home, so you can't vote. They actually don't want you voting. Everybody should stop voting and just turn their backs, walk straight. Just take down the voting polls completely. Stop doing it. Don't do it. Just don't do it. If they're not going to let you speak freely in society and you're going to lose your job and boss is going to yell at you and you can't say it to your boss, what country are we living in? Communist China? Oh, that's right. Yes, we are. All right. Good night, you guys. It is bullying. It's manipulative bullying, and it's obnoxious. I love you guys. I do. I had to get that off my chest. Bye, you guys. Bye, you guys. I love you so much. You guys are nice. I wouldn't put up with me. Okay, bye. Bye.